All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rick Phillips for CampusNation.com. We are in our pregame mode for the big game tonight, the SCOL struggle between the Clinton-Massie Falcons and the Wilmington Hurricane. We are here at Wilmington during senior night, and we will be bringing all the senior night festivities which precede the game as well. And we have an extended pregame show that is obviously starting at 7 rather than 7:15. So,
whose idea was that?
I don't know. I think I had this in a dream. But anyway, we will be obviously doing the pregame as well. I'm here with A.J. Ganger and Rachel Hargrave on camera, as usual. And we invite everybody to watch this great game tonight. And all we can say is go Cane. I'm going to turn it over to AJ, my sidekick here. He's back in the booth from Beaver Creek in Centerville. And so we are doing this game together this week. And AJ, go ahead and give them your intro.
Well, first off, I want to say I apologize for not being at last week's game against Miami Trace. But I will say this, the Centerville Beaver Creek game, it came down to the last minute of the game, and Centerville picked that ball off there at the end. If you haven't gone on and watched the entire video of that ball game, go on there. Corey Monin and I, we had the call for that ball game, and all the video was up online from that game last week. So go on there and check out that Centerville and Beaver Creek instant classic, 35-28 last week. Centerville won. Beaver Creek this week is playing like Rick just said. I don't know if you probably heard him or not. He was talking about the Division I state champions for this year is what he's predicting.
My prediction, right.
The Wayne Warriors, as they're playing tonight. They're honoring all the seniors down on the football field right now, as it is senior night here at Alumni Field. The last football game of the year going to be played here. Wilmington has a 3-1 record at home this season. Their only loss came in their first game back here at Alumni Field, 29-20 against the Vandalia Butler Aviators, who have kind of fell apart after winning that ball game against Wilmington, Rick. And
well, they had some injuries in the senior game.
Some injuries, and that's just the nature of the sport. You got to play through that, and you got to play tough. But they have been winning some ball games recently, so that's not all bad. I do know that Piqua is playing Sydney tonight. Piqua is another team that is in the playoffs right now. They're in Wilmington region and division, and Wilmington being 10th right now in region number 10, Division 3. They need to be in the top 8 to be able to get into the playoffs, and I honestly think that...
Wasn't there a Belmont team ahead of them or something?
There's Dayton Belmont, and I believe maybe another Dayton team that's ahead of them, but I think Belmont's 9, so Belmont's not even in right now.
All right.
I do know Trotwood, I think, is still in despite losing not only to Centerville, Troy, and Piqua. They lost to Piqua last week, and Piqua really handed it to him. I think it was either 28-0 or 28-7 was the final score to that game last week. We were getting all kinds of G-Walk scores, obviously being there at Centerville. Like I was telling you through text message, the officials even had microphones there, and you were just like, it's Centerville. I mean, that facility was just fantastic last week. But we're focused on this game this week. This rivalry game can only be described as a Michigan versus Ohio State-esque kind of rivalry game. These two teams absolutely despise each other. And, with great purpose, these two teams despise each other. You look at it, last season, Massie handing Wilmington their first loss. They both went into the ball game undefeated last year. They played at Ireland Field. There was a great atmosphere for that game. I think they estimated last year there was around 5,000 to 6,000 people that were actually in attendance for the Wilmington-Massie game last year, but Massie routed Wilmington to a 49-7 win. Now, we know Scott Kellen has been thinking about that 49-7 victory or loss last season quite a bit since last year's game, and this year he's got a whole different team. It's a whole new season with a whole new outlook. And Rick, I don't know about you, but I honestly think tonight Wilmington may catch Massie in this football game.
Well, I think Wilmington will surprise a lot of people tonight as far as tonight's game. Obviously, they are a more mature club than they were last year. They have a senior starting quarterback, and obviously they've got some young talent that continues to develop. So I think that, much as you've got Fentress quarterbacking the Massie team as a senior, we've got two seasoned quarterbacks here, and I'm sure that they're going to let everything right out here on the field end up there's not going to be anything held back from these two teams playing each other.
I agree with you 100%. It's going to be hard-nosed, smash-mouth football all night long. These two teams are going to hit from that opening whistle, and it may get ugly with how hard-hitting this game is going to be. We don't want it to be ugly. We don't want to see a lot of penalties. We want a very clean football game. Hopefully we get that. I'm sure the officials have been talking to both McSorley and Kellen saying we want a clean football game. We don't want any personal fouls. We don't want to have to eject anybody. And I agree with that 100% because when you get a kid out there playing his heart out and he gets ejected from a football game, like we saw, in the beginning of the Beaver Creek Carroll game we did, a kid got ejected for targeting. And, that rule, not only in high school but in college, it needs to be explained more or even just taken out of the game completely.
Yeah, in that instance, I don't think that he was even really I don't think he was targeting. I don't think he was doing anything. I think
with
that was right.
If somebody is showing intent to hurt a player, I think then, that's when they need to take that rule out. And we even seen it in college. Last week, if you watched any college football games with the Michigan player who got thrown out for targeting, he was thrown onto the quarterback, onto the ground, and then thrown out. It's like it doesn't make any sense. And ESPN analysts were even arguing that fact that shouldn't have
even
happened. Can you say that? I don't think so. The mouse might come get me. But anyways, you know what I'm saying. So let's dive right into these game notes that I have typed out here. Clinton-Massie coming in the ball game 7-1. They're 5-0 in the SCOL. In week 1, they beat Blanchester 51-7. In week 2, they lost to, I believe, defending state champion Steubenville 37-18. Then started this 6-game winning streak they're on. Week 3, they beat Indian Creek, Indiana 52-21. Week 4, they beat Miami Trace 63-7. And week 5, they ran all over the Tigers 70-7 victory against McLean. In week 6, they won 50-6 over Courthouse. And week 7, they had a 56-7 win over Hillsboro. And in week 8, the second place team, if you look at it that way, Chillicothe, they beat Chillicothe 42-21 last week. Last season, Massey beat Wilmington 49-7, handing Wilmington their first loss of the season. And then Wilmington would be shocked in the second to last game of the year by Miami Trace, holding them out of the playoffs. Massey's on a 6-game winning streak after falling to Steubenville back in week number 2 of the season. Since then, they've been impressive, scoring 40-plus points in 7 of their 8 games they've played this season. Massey is also outscoring opponents 333-69 during their 6-game winning streak. Massey controls their own destiny when it comes to reaching the playoffs at the end of the season, as they are ranked 4th in Division 4, region number 14. Wilmington coming into the ballgame with a 7-1 record overall. They're 5-0 in the SCOL. Wilmington has been impressive after falling to Butler in week number 3, 29-20. They've been on a 5-game winning streak of their own. They're neck and neck with Massey for first place in the SCOL, seeking a conference title, their first in a very long time. Not only are they seeking a conference title, but with a win tonight, they will only have next week's showdown at Chillicothe standing in their way to making it to the postseason and capturing their title in the SCOL. They are ranked 10th in Division 3 Region 10 and need to be in the top 8 to make the playoffs, something they have not accomplished in many years. During this 5-game winning streak, Wilmington has outscored opponents 225-56 during this winning streak. We're going to go down to the field right now where we have the coin toss getting ready to take place. We will give you all the details on the coin toss. We do have honorary captains for both teams tonight.
And who's our person down on the field, AJ? Oh, we don't have anyone down on the field.
Rick, hurry up, run down there and get on the field.
Wait a minute, I got to get my wireless out. Oh, I don't have any wireless.
Eventually we will.
We will have wireless someday. Send your donations.
I think we should do a GoFundMe account.
A GoFundMe, yeah. All right.
Turn over to Bill Learman, though, on the PA to give everyone the honorary captains' names and everything else.
A nonprofit organization here in Clinton County called Little Hearts Big Smiles. Little Hearts Big Smiles supports families raising special needs children. Both schools work together to set a goal for tonight's game. Their goal is to raise $2,000 collectively. Clinton-Massie's 2 honorary captains are Clara Gibson and Paxton Eve. Clara's in the 8th grade at Clinton-Massie, the daughter of Jennifer and Shane Gibson. Clara's involved in 4-H, Special Olympics, and a member of the Wilmington Church of Christ. She enjoys reading books and hanging out with her brother Ethan. Paxton Eads is the son of Dustin and Grace Eads and the big brother of Irene. He's in kindergarten and loves going to school. He enjoys reading books with his mom and sister and going to watch basketball games and rooting for his dad's team. Paxton also enjoys watching the Buckeyes and the Reds play. Paxton and his family would like to thank Little Hearts Big Smiles and everyone at Wilmington and Clinton-Massie who gave him this opportunity. Wilmington's honorary captains are Dana Hanby-Watson and Robert Evans. Dana is a freshman at Wilmington High School, 15 years of age. While at school, Dana enjoys math, art, and jobs class. Dana's mother and grandmother live with him here in Wilmington. When he gets older, he would like to work in the cafeteria at Wilmington College. Dana was selected as an honorary captain tonight due to his hard work, being a kind and friendly personality and always willing to help. Robert Evans is an 8th grader at Wilmington Middle School and is 14 years of age. He's a leader among his fellow classmates and a great role model for other students. Robert enjoys math and doing jobs throughout.
All right, so Wilmington is going to take the ball. They won the coin toss, and they will take the ball and start out with the ball tonight.
And brother Chris.
Left to right on your radio dial or on your television screen if you're watching tomorrow. Or then it would be yesterday, right? This is like Back to the Future all over again.
Wilmington won and will receive.
So Wilmington won the toss and they'll receive, which is something we saw last year too. They did win the toss they received, but they went 3 and out on their first drive of the football game as emotions were running high during that entire game.
Did you finish all your stats on Wilmington?
No, I have not finished the very last paragraph I have on here. I was going to wait.
Was that glowing things about me?
Yes, it's all glowing things about
It's all
Rick
about me,
Phillips.
right?
So as we get ready for this ball game tonight, tonight's game isn't just about playoff berths and conference titles. It's about bragging rights and a chance for redemption for one team. Last season, both teams entered their matchup undefeated with thousands of fans in attendance. Watching this epic showdown last season, the Falcons would run all over Wilmington 49-7 for a Massie victory. Scott Kellen will be looking to hand his former team a dose of payback for last year's beating. Tonight is perhaps the biggest game in both of these schools' season. Who will come out the victor? Who will get bragging rights? And who will be the next conference champion? All these questions, Rick, will be answered here this evening. And a chance for redemption is what Wilmington is looking at. And Massie is a chance to spoil another great season for the Wilmington Hurricane tonight.
Well, any way you look at it, win or lose, Wilmington has had another great season, and I'm sure that they'll finish strong next week as well. But I would say that this is a great opportunity for Wilmington to finally say that they deserve to be up there with Massie in the county as far as high school football.
I'm telling you what, Wilmington's going to have to do it by stopping Clinton-Massie's running attack. We've seen Wilmington give up some running yards, some rushing yards over the past 2 weeks. First at Courthouse when they run the similar offense, and then last week when Miami Trace as they run the option-style offense. I know Wilmington gave up 2 touchdowns against Trace. One was through the air and one was on a kickoff return, but they gave up some big plays against Washington Courthouse, something their defense I'm sure has been working on all week long to stop, because we know just as well as everybody else knows that if Clinton-Massie is going to score, they're going to score on big plays, and Wilmington's going to have to minimize those big plays that they're giving up.
Well, Hunter Fentress obviously is a very balanced quarterback. They run that offense where obviously they run at you. Wilmington against the Blue Lions allowed an awful lot right up the middle of the field, not quite as much on the outside. Well, last week we saw Miami Trace do just the opposite. They were running to the outside rather than trying to run up the middle because Wilmington was shutting them down on the runs up the middle. So it will be interesting to see tonight. But one of the things that I would say is if Wilmington does manage to be able to curtail Massie's running game, Hunter Fentress can still hit his receivers and can still hurt Wilmington with big plays through the air. So Wilmington is going to have to be on their absolute A game tonight to be able to stay in this game with Clinton-Massie. There's no question.
You're right. I agree with you 100%. They're also going to have to be able to stop Davey Toonen the senior running back for this Falcon team. We saw last season Toonan had a huge game, and so did the senior at the time, Chase Wolf, had a huge game against Wilmington last year. Something Wilmington's going to have to be working on to get to move on forward. Like we've said, stop the run, not only up the middle, but to that outside. Like you said, against Courthouse, they were able to stop outside runs, but not very much up the middle. Last week was the exact opposite.
That's
like
right,
you said,
right.
Where Trace was able to get to the outside and then run north and south. But they weren't able to run up the middle. Now, Wilmington, when it comes to Wilmington's offense, they're obviously going to be brought on the field by the senior captain, Matt Credit. We've seen Credit do great things all season long, not only with his arm, but with his feet as well. When Wilmington gets kind of desperate, they're not able to score. We see a lot of runs, just straight quarterback draws with Matt Credit. We've seen some jet sweeps with Bogard. And also, Wilmington's very good at the short, quick pass plays on slants and hitches. And that's going to have to be huge. I really think since Wilmington's going to get this ball first, why not take a shot downfield? Why not try to go for that big play right off the gun and maybe get, a 50, 60-yard, play on that first play of the ball game? You never know what Scott Kellen, the offensive coordinator, is going to draw up. We don't know how this game's going to play out, but when it comes down to it, we are going to be treated to probably one of the best games all season long for both of these teams.
And these teams, they know each other. They live in the same county. They see each other all the time, whether it's at the store, at a restaurants, or, just out and about. So these kids, a lot of them are cousins. They're related to each other. So this is a sort of a double-edged sword here, because not only do you want to beat the team that you compete the most with, but these are relatives in crosstown, people that you live next to, or that you have maybe even earlier gone to school with. So this is for all the marbles, as I said, and I think that tonight's game, and I hope that we'll be treated to the best football game that we've seen from any team on Campus Nation this season.
I agree with you 100%. It's going to be like I've said all day, all week long. It's going to be hard hitting. It's going to be a smash mouth football game. We're going to see a lot of big hits. We're going to see a lot of plays. Hopefully, Wilmington can get some turnovers on defense. That's also going to be another huge thing. We haven't seen very many turnovers when it comes to Wilmington's defense all season long. And the fumble is going to be key today. We got a nice weather game. It's not too hot, not too cool. It's perfect football weather. And I got to tell you, we've had a great fall for football season. We haven't had any snow. We've had that 1 week where we had just pouring down rain. It's going to be something different to see here tonight, because both these two teams were playing on Alumni Field. It's awesome to be back at this stadium. It's senior night. Wilmington lost their opening game of the year here, or their home opener against Butler. I'm telling you what, they want to end the year on a 4-1 record here at home. That's what I would want too.
High school fight song.
Wilmington High School fight song being played down on Alumni Field right now. We are just about 11 minutes and 45 seconds away from kickoff here on CampusNation.com. The sports animal, your home for high school and college sports. Tonight's Week 9 game of the week is being brought to you by Bogard's Barbecue, located here at 975 South Street in Wilmington, Ohio. We want to thank Marty Bogard for the delicious barbecue pulled pork
great.
sandwiches with the coleslaw on them before
delicious.
The game. My goodness, that is the best barbecue around. And I'll tell you what, if you've never had Bogard's Barbecue, go over there to 975 South Street and get you some, because it is the best barbecue in the entire world.
655-8100. Give them a call. Remind them that you appreciate how much, bringing Hurricane football means to you. And
we also have always been looking for more sponsors, so if you're interested in sponsoring CampusNation.com, go onto our website, email us at support@campusnation.com. Give us all your info. Rick Phillips will be there to talk to you, and he'll get you all the info and all of our pricing and everything else. Also, we're still looking for crew members. We know the winter sports season's coming up. We got plenty of different sports that we're going to be covering alongside basketball and wrestling. The two major sports, we'll be definitely doing that. Hopefully, we'll be doing some Wilmington wrestling and some wrestling up in my area with Versailles and Miami East and all those other schools like that.
And as a side note, we just want to remind you that tomorrow, beginning at 1:15, is our pregame. Wilmington College plays the #1 Division III football football team in the nation, the Purple Raiders of Mount Union, and we will be there live to cover it. We are going to try out our new content delivery network and attempt to stream live from Wilmington College. We haven't been doing that. We've been delaying our video the next day. We will still have HD video available the next day on our website, but we will try a live stream. Now the national anthem.
I want to hear the cannon a lot.
Clinton-Massie Cannon, playing of the Wilmington High School alma mater, performed by the marching band leadership team.
8 minutes away from kickoff for the biggest rivalry football game in the SCOL and Clinton County, possibly of the whole entire state of Ohio. But Troy Pickwa's got this rivalry game beat, that's for sure. Tonight, Wilmington coming in 7-1, getting ready to take on 7-1 Clinton-Massie. Last season, again, both teams were undefeated during their matchup going into it as they played over at Ireland Field at Clinton-Massie High School. This year, both teams coming in with one loss. Wilmington losing in week number 3 to Butler 20-29, and Massey losing to Steubenville back in week number 2, 37-18. AJ Ganger again here with Rick Phillips, Rachel Hargrave on our camera this evening. We've got Wilmington College football tomorrow afternoon, just as Rick said, starting at 1:15 with the pregame show, going live at 1:30 as the number 1 team in the nation, the Purple Raiders of Mount Union, the NCAA runner-up the last few years, as they can't seem to beat that dreaded team from Wisconsin, Whitewater. Last year they did have a really good game. I don't know if anyone
overtime,
watched
wasn't it?
It was an overtime game.
Yes,
I think
that was
at least
a great
maybe
game.
a 2 overtime game.
Right.
And it was just an amazing game to sit there and watch it. I believe that was on the U. I won't say the station's name because I already said it once. Wilmington getting ready to take the field out of the Wilmington Hurricane Tunnel down to our right side of the field. Again, Wilmington will be receiving the opening kickoff, going left to right on your computer screen, your tablets, your iPhones, your Android phones, your Roku boxes, on your televisions, any of the platform or device that you're listening to us live here this evening. Don't forget to check out all the HD quality video tomorrow afternoon. That will be up on our website. Also, check out Wilmington College football. We get a lot of traffic for a Wilmington College football game with a lot of kids being from out of state. I know the last home game we did, we had somebody from Orlando, Florida that came up to us.
They actually recognized you.
They recognized one of us. Well, he must have heard my beautiful voice.
He must have heard that you wear a Michigan hat most of the time, and he thought, who the fool there that works on the Campus Nation crew? Pity the fool.
How pity the fool. Mr. T.
Yeah, that was a heartbreaking loss, by the way, to Michigan State this past week.
I don't want to talk about it.
I didn't think you would. That's why I hadn't mentioned it. But truly, I do feel bad because I think that that game was won, and it's heartbreaking. But that just proves once again that Michigan is for real.
That was more improbable than Cordell Stewart throwing the Hail Mary pass back in the 90s to beat Michigan.
Let's not try to make it all about Ohio State. That was a Michigan.
I said Colorado.
Oh, Colorado.
You didn't know Cordell Stewart played for Colorado, man? What's up with that?
You're crazy.
Crazy.
Your tropic drugs. We're not letting you go out on Halloween trick-or-treating this year. So forget it, AJ.
I was going to dress up as you.
Hurricane football team.
Here
The Wilmington
comes the
Hurricane getting ready to take the field out of the tunnel with the smoke. The band standing there, the cheerleaders standing there.
Is there a tunnel?
It's a tunnel down there.
Is it? Okay, I just want to make sure. I don't want any.
You kidding me?
It's been 2 weeks since we've been here at Alumni Field. This is the final game of the 2015 season at Alumni Field. And it's also senior night in the biggest rivalry game in the county. As the Hurricane coming out of the tunnel, getting ready to run on the field. The crowd going absolutely crazy. We've got tons of fans out here.
And there's a cannon.
Not only on the Wilmington side, Rick. Look over on that Massey side.
That's the biggest home or away crowd that we've seen here in the stadium.
There are thousands of people literally here. Last year, 5,000 people packed into Ireland Field. Tonight, we may have more than 5,000 people here tonight watching a high school football game. The Hurricane coming out onto the field. The Massey Falcons getting ready to come down from the right side as well. Wilmington wearing their traditional home uniforms, all black unis, black helmets with the Hurricane logo on both sides, and orange numerals. Massey will be wearing their traditional away uniforms, blue pants, white unis, with blue helmets with the Falcon logo on each side and red numerals.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. We would ask that the owner of this car please move it as soon as possible. It is blocking a driveway. A brown Olds Aurora, license plate GQS 9479.
And here comes Massey.
Brown Aurora, GQS 9479.
We're just a few minutes away from kickoff, Rick, and you can feel the electricity just being here, standing in the press box of this stadium tonight. I tell you what, Wilmington wins this game. I would not be surprised if these fans storm the field.
You think the goalpost would come down?
Don't tear down the goalpost. Do not do that. Troy would not be happy at all. Here come the Falcons out onto the field. They've got a great response from their fan base. Some boos being thrown out from the Wilmington fan base. Again, this is a rivalry game. There's a lot of hate in this rivalry, but there's also a lot of love, like you said.
That's true, yeah.
There's a love-hate relationship when it comes to
It's kind of like
Massey.
you and me, right?
Right. You love me and I hate you.
Oh,
right?
is that it? That was pretty good, AJ. You're on your A game tonight.
Well, Wilmington will be taking the ball first off this kickoff. Once this last minute, 50 seconds runs off the clock, we'll see Matt Credit and the Hurricane offense out first onto the field. We'll see Massey's defense out onto the field for their first drive. Now, predictions here. We got 90 seconds until kickoff, Rick. We'll give you some keys to the game. Don't state the obvious where you got to score more points. What is Clinton-Massie going to have to do to be able to win this ball game tonight? And what's Wilmington going to have to do to win this ball game?
All Massey has to do is what they do every game. I think that if it's going to be a win for Wilmington, Wilmington has to change the tide. Massey doesn't have to do anything. They are the perennial county champions. I think they've only lost since joining the SCOL 4 games. So, I mean, they definitely are the kings of the county, kings of the SCOL. It's up to Wilmington to change and stem that tide. And in order to do that, they're going to have to stop Massey's running. They're going to have to shut down Massey's passing. And Wilmington is going to have the best game they have ever played for the last 2 years.
Rick, give me a score prediction here. We're 30 seconds away from kickoff. Who's going to win this football game tonight? What do you think the final score is going to be? I know I'm putting you on the spot here, but I do it every week.
Well, I would say this, that I'm not going to say who's going to win it, but I'm going to say that it's going to be within 10 points either way. How's that? Is that the diplomatic?
6 points. 6-point difference.
I think 10 is within 10 points.
Marlon Frisco,
So
Dylan Bogart back to receive the kickoff. We've got 12 minutes on the clock. We are underway. The crowd standing on their feet high, end over end kickoff that Frisco will field at his own 10. Taking it out across the 15 and across the 25. Marlon Frisco, one man to beat. Marlon Frisco is going to take the opening kickoff back 90 yards. And it's a Wilmington opening kickoff touchdown. Woo-hoo! Oh my goodness. No flags on the field. It's an opening kickoff touchdown for the Wilmington Hurricane, and there goes the cannon. Woo!
Are we seeing history tonight?
90 yards. Marlon Frisco was untouched.
He has lit this crowd up.
That sideline over there has just been silenced. You could hear a pin drop over on the Massie sideline, and you can't hear anything over here on the Wilmington sideline. Henry will be in to attempt the PAT with Matt Credit as the holder for Wilmington to take an early lead. The snap's down, the kick's up end over end, and the Hurricane are out front 7-0 with 11 minutes 47 seconds left to go in the first quarter of play as Marlon Frisco electrifies Alumni Field with a 90-yard kickoff return for a touchdown on the opening play of the game. Man, that just gave me goosebumps, Rick. I'm going to lose my voice before we even hit the second quarter. If you were expecting that, you're a liar. If anyone predicted Wilmington would take the opening
I only predicted it was going to be an 80-yard run.
Wilmington will be kicking it off now. Back deep to return. We got number 83, Bryce Boyd for Massie, and number 22, Tyler Bean. With Brady Henry kicking it off from left to right, Massie will be going from right to left.
That is a punch in the mouth. Let's see how Massie responds to being punched in the mouth.
Oh my goodness, that is a punch in the mouth. Here we go. Here's Brady Henry's kickoff. It's a low line drive squib kick that'll be picked up at the 28-yard line and only taken out across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Number 34 on the return, Weston Tramper. And Clinton-Massie will have their first possession of the ball game, first down and 10 on their own 36-yard line. Our first offensive play of the football game coming up because of that 90-yard touchdown run on the opening kickoff by Marlon Frisco. We got a 3-back set with Fentress under center. First down and 10, one receiver far side to the right. Waiting the snap, Wilmington showing blitz. They are blitzing. The handoff will go to number 28 over on the far side, Davey Toonen, and Toonen's got a first down and more as he takes it out into Wilmington territory to the 48-yard line. First down and 10 for the Massie Falcons.
The Falcons, it's going to be very important that they take this Wilmington crowd out of this game. And the only way they're going to be able to do that is if they can reciprocate and move down the field and score and quiet this Wilmington crowd down. If they don't, it's just going to get louder and louder and louder.
Wishbone formation, one receiver far side to the right. Fentress under center on first and 10. Takes the snap. This time they're going to go the other way and only pick up 2 yards out to the 46-yard line. On the carry, number 15, Jacob Wolf.
The ball carrier for the Falcons, number 15, Jacob Wolf.
Second down and about 7 yards to go now for the Falcons. The ball just shy of the Wilmington 45-yard line. Austin Camp Sr. on the tackle for this Hurricane defense. Wishbone formation, Fentress under center, one receiver near side left. Fentress under center on 2nd and 7. Takes the snap, hands it off to Toonen, and he runs into a brick wall. Davey Toonen gain tackled by a pack of Hurricane defenders. He'll gain a yard out to the 44.
And that is reminiscent of last week during the Miami-Trace game. Trace tried to run up the center. Wilmington shut him down. After that blue line up the center, gain and gain and gain, Wilmington came back during the Trace game, and they stopped that up the center run.
3rd and 6 upcoming. One receiver on each side. We've got an I formation offset with a tight end over close to the line of scrimmage. Fentress in the shotgun formation. Takes the snap. He drops back to pass, looking, firing. That one is completed to the far side to Bryce Boyd. The fans didn't like that call. Boyd picks up a first down to the 36-yard line of Wilmington. Good trap job right there.
Right.
And it's 1st and 10.
Yeah, he pulled that right off the carpet.
10-10 and counting left to go in our first quarter of play. 7-0. Wilmington in the lead off an electrifying 90-yard touchdown opening kickoff taken back by Frisco. Wishbone formation. Fentress takes the snap, hands it to Toonen, off tackle on the right side, and Toonen will get it out across the 35 to the 32. 3-yard gain. 2nd down and about 7 yards to go now for the Falcons.
Gain of 3 yards on the play. 2nd down and 7.
Wilmington's defense trying to hang tough here, Rick.
They need to stiffen when they get into the red zone. If they get into the red zone, they need to keep them between the 20s.
One receiver, far side right, wishbone formation. Fentress takes the snap. And this time it's going to go right to the fullback up the middle, who gets it out to the 30-yard line. That was number 38 on the run, Austin Harner. Excuse me, Brad Hunt, number 39.
And
I think scrimmage is the Hurricane 30-yard line, 3rd and 4.
And I think that once again we're now in 4-down territory for Massey. They're confident that even if they don't make it on this down, they'll go for it on 4th down.
Wishbone again, one receiver near side left. The quick snap and penalty flags fly, and it's going to be a false start.
That's good. Now that may change their thinking if they don't make it.
Everybody moved except for the center right there. And instead of 3rd down and 4, it's going to be 3rd and 10 as it backs them back up to the 35. They need to get it out to the Wilmington 25.5-yard line. 2 receivers are split out. Pistol formation for Fentress. Now moves into a gun with Toonen as the tailback on his right. Takes the snap, play action. Fentress drops back, fires. This one is completed, and 1st down. Pass is completed to number 40, Trey Utrecht, and Utrecht makes it out to the 20-yard line, and now Massey's inside the red zone, Rick.
And once again, all downs are going to be 4 downs now that they're within the red zone. They're not going to kick a field goal in any of these circumstances.
You don't need field goals in this football game. You need touchdowns.
That's right.
1st and 10, ball on the 20-yard line of Wilmington as Massey is inside the red zone for the first time today on their first drive of the ball game. Wishbone formation, 2 tight ends set. Fentress under center. Takes the snap, hands it to Toonen off the right side, who breaks 1 tackle, but not the second one, and he'll pick up 3 yards out to the 17-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and about 7 yards to go. DJ Ames, another stop there. He's getting called a lot of times here in the early going, Rick. 2nd and 7. Double tight end formation again with the wishbone. And Fentress is under center. Wilmington showing blitz. They are blitzing, and another penalty flag. And this one is going to be offsides against Wilmington. Yeah. Somebody lined up in the neutral zone.
Some encroachment on the part of the Hurricane. Just a little bit anxious.
Offsides against the Hurricane.
So now it'll be 2nd and 2. Ball's at the 12-yard line. They need to get it just across the 10. Official blowing the whistle. I think we got an equipment malfunction on one of the players down there for Wilmington. 7:18 left to go in the first quarter. Wilmington 7, Clinton-Massie 0. Scott Kellen's wife standing up, yelling down there.
She always loses her voice during games like this.
Double tight end formation, wishbone. Ball goes to Tunin. He's got a first down out inside the 10 to the 8-yard line, where we'll have first down and goal to go for the Falcons.
Clinton-Massie doing exactly what they needed to do, and that was to go down the field and score and silence the Wilmington crowd.
All the momentum right now is on Wilmington's side. After that 90-yard electrified kick return, I bet you they will not kick it to him one more time. They'll just squib it. First and goal. Double tight end formation. Wishbone with Fintress under center. Watch a pass play down here when you're inside the red zone. It takes the snap, hands the ball off to Wolf, and Wolf will get it down to the 5. Second down and goal to go for the Falcons. Ball on the Wilmington 5. Massey threatening to tie this game up. They're doing it at 3-yard chunks, if you notice that, Rick. They're not picking up, 12 yards on one run besides that first run.
No,
of the
Wilmington is shutting down the long running play, but Fintress is still coming with that pass at the right time when he needs to pick up a chunk of yardage.
Wishbone formation, double tight end, fake toss out to Davey Tunin. Stiff arm breaks one, dives, touchdown, Clinton-Massie. Davey Tunin diving over the goal line to pick up a touchdown for the Falcons, and they're an extra point away from tying it up.
Coming out of the field for point after touchdown attempt, number 13.
Chris Demler will be in to attempt the PAT. They lined up like they were going to go for 2, and now they're going to set up for the PAT as Fincher still be in as the holder.
Think there'll be anything tricky here?
I don't know. I think they'll just kick it, to be honest with you. There's the snap. The kick is up, end over end, and we got a tie ball game, folks. 5:53 left to go in our first quarter of play. It is Clinton-Massie 7, Wilmington 7. That was a nice long drive after giving up a touchdown. These fans over here still have not been silenced. Wilmington still has yet to run an offensive play, Rick. They did run a lot of time off that clock, did Massey, on that drive. That tired out this Wilmington defense. Now, yes, you can take another kickoff back, but your defense has to go right back on the field. And we've seen it in the past when defenses are out on the field for a long time and get worn out. That's typically what costs teams the game.
Well, I guess you could take another kickoff back, couldn't you?
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
Demler will be in to kick this one away again. Dylan Bogart and Marlon Frisco will be back deep to return this one. Maybe magic could strike twice for the Hurricane on a kickoff.
Well, Massey has already given up as many points this year at this game that they did all of the game last year.
And there was a squib kick, fell on by number 45 for the Hurricane, Austin Thompson. And Wilmington's offense will have their first shot out onto the field with 5:52 left to go in our first quarter of play. The line of scrimmage will be the Wilmington 32-yard line. We'll see Matt Credit bringing out the offense for the first time this evening. A little bit of a different look when it comes to offenses. Wilmington spreads people out. They like to run the ball a little bit. They like to pass the ball a little bit. 4 wide receivers, 2 on each side. Pistol formation for Credit with Frisco behind him on first down and 10. Takes the snap, draws back the pass here early on. All the time in the world, fires across the middle. It's intercepted. He was trying to fit that one into Cameron Stewart, and Boyd stepped right in front of it on the slant route and picked it off.
And the bad part about it is that Wilmington's defense will have to be right back on the field again.
So after the interception, the Falcons are going to take over on their own 45-yard line, first down and 10, and that silenced the crowd over here, Rick.
That's what they needed.
Fentress brings them out of the huddle. They're going to be in a pistol formation. Toonan the tailback, one receiver each side with a tight end offset. Now Toonan moves to the right side of Fentress, 1st and 10. There's the snap, the run to Toonan, and he's stopped. And I believe the fumble. It's a fumble.
It's a
And the
fumble.
Hurricanes recover it. It's a fumble. Woo! What I tell you before the game began, fumbles are going to be key. And Toonan lost that one, and now Wilmington's right back on
They
offense.
took it right back.
So Wilmington will be in Massie territory at the Massie 41-yard line after the fumble recovery by the Hurricane to try to run their second offensive play of the game. 1st and 10, ball on the Massie 41. Credit brings the troops out onto the field. 3 receivers lined up far side left, 1 near side right. In the gun is Credit with Frisco on his right. Bogart coming in motion. It's a jet sweep for Dylan Bogart. Spins off one and gets across the 35 to the 36-yard line. A nice 7-yard gain for Dylan Bogart.
Very nice pickup there. Very manageable second down.
2nd and about 4 yards to go. Wilmington in the hurry up now. Pistol formation, 3 receivers far side left, 1 near side right. Frisco behind Credit. The snap. The read option goes to Frisco. He dives forward for extra yardage. He gets it only down to the 33. 3rd and a long 2, it looks like, for the Hurricane now. They're hurrying up again. 3 wide, far side left, 1 near side right. In the pistol formation is Credit. Frisco behind him. Takes the snap. Another read option goes to Frisco, and he stops short of the first down marker. He just got it maybe back to the line of scrimmage. It's 4th and 2. Rick, what do you do here?
Well, they're going to have to go for it. I can't see them punting the ball.
He may have lost a yard, but it's going to be 4th and 2 anyways. Wilmington needs to get it down to the 31. Same formation, 3 wide, far side left, 1 near side right. Pistol formation. Credit now looks over to the sideline for the play. Frisco moves to the left side of Credit to make it a shotgun formation. Takes the snap. It's going to be a straight quarterback draw. Credit's got it out across the 30 to the 29. First down, Hurricane.
There's a first down for the Hurricane.
Good call on 4th down to just give it to your quarterback and have him run it the entire way.
And Credit is a very talented running person, so it was easy for him
He's
to
a
pick up
dual
that.
threat.
That's right.
3 receivers, far side left, 1 near side right. In the shotgun is Credit. Frisco on his right. Now Bogart comes in motion. They tried another jet sweep, but it's a Credit pulls it out, runs it himself down to the 26 for a 4-yard gain. Good decision on that read sweep to pull the ball out and just run it yourself.
Yeah, it looks like Massie is keying on that jet sweep.
2nd and 6 now for the Hurricane on the 30-yard line. 31. Or 26, my bad.
You'll get it right.
3 receivers, far side left, 1 near side right, pistol formation. Credit takes the snap, hands it off to Marlon Frisco, who goes up in the air and twists his body down to the 23-yard line. That was very dangerous.
On the tackle for the Falcons, Max Keeley.
They're going to mark him down at the 24, 3rd and 4 for the Hurricane here. Under 3 minutes to play in our first quarter. We're all tied up at 7.
Hurricane became third down, 4 yards.
3 receivers, far side left, 1 near side right, pistol formation. Frisco, the tailback behind Credit. Takes the snap, hands it off to Marlin, who has a big hole, and he got another Hurricane first down inside the 20 to the 17-yard line. Wilmington inside the red zone for the first time.
And this is giving a good rest to the Wilmington defense as well. So this drive is a perfect drive to rest the defense and to wear out the Massie defense and rest our defense.
Same formation as Credit takes the snap and hands it to Frisco again. This time he gets it out to the 16 for a 3-yard gain. 2nd and about 7 yards to go for the Hurricane.
Yeah, the Hurricane really are using Massie's own offense against it. They're running the ball more than they're trying to pass.
Again, the score 7-7. Wilmington, their first time inside the red zone, 2nd and 8 from the 16. 3 receivers, far side left, 1 near side right. Frisco on the left side, a Credit in the gun. Takes the snap. It's a straight quarterback keeper. Credit finds a hole. He took a shot at the 10-yard line. Nice run by Credit. He gets it to the 11. And we've got a 3rd and 4 after a gain of 4. Wilmington lines it up again. 3 receivers near side right, 1 far side left in the pistol formation is Credit. Frisco behind him, awaiting the snap. Credit takes the snap, hands it off to Marlon Frisco, who dives forward across the 10 to the 9. He's very close to that first down line. And it will be 4th and short. They need to get it to the 8-yard line. 4th and short for Wilmington. Credit's going to line up under center. Takes the snap. It's a straight keeper. Credit's got the first down. I believe on 4th down he does. 1st and goal, Wilmington.
Some quick scores here. Miamisburg Vikings 21. The Springboro Panthers nothing. The Springfield Wildcats 6-0 over the Centerville Elks. Sydney and Piqua tied 7-7.
Official timeout. I believe they're going to measure this. I think Wilmington's got it. The ball is on the 8-yard line, according to the scoreboard, and according to if my eyes are good enough.
Well, they're better than mine. Troy's leading the Aviators 15-7. The Rams over the Green Wave 14-7, and the Warriors.
He's got it by the nose. First down, Wilmington and goal.
The Warriors of Wayne over Beaver Creek right now, 21-0.
I knew that would happen. Wayne's too good. Nobody's going to stop Wayne.
No one's going to stop Wayne.
First down and goal to go for the Hurricane. 1:08 and counting left to go in the first quarter. Wilmington threatening to take the lead again. Credit brings the troops out onto the field. We'll have 3 receivers far side left, 1 near side right. In the pistol formation is Credit with Frisco behind him as the tailback. 1st and goal. Credit takes the snap. Play action. Rolling to his left. He's going to pull it down and run, and he takes a shot. Matt Credit just took a shot at the 9, but he hops right back up. This kid's a tough quarterback, and we'll have 2nd and goal from the 9. Matt Credit is used to taking a lot of abuse, Rick, but that kid is so tough. Kid is tough as nails. Shotgun formation, 3 receivers, far side left, 1 near side right. Frisco next to him. It's a high snap, but Credit, he pulls it down. He has to run and improvise, and he's brought down at the 15.
Credit taken down the play by the Falcons, number 5.
And that's going to do it for an electrifying first quarter of play. At the end of 1 quarter, Clinton-Massie 7, Wilmington 7. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 15 to begin the second quarter. You're listening to live Week 9 high school football game of the week action only on CampusNation.com, the sports animal, your home for high school and college sports. A recap of that first quarter. Wilmington took the opening kickoff back 90 yards for a touchdown. Marlon Frisco did the job there. Then Massey got the ball. They drove the length of the football field, put 6 points on the board to tie it. And then Wilmington would have their first offensive possession of the game. Matt's Credit's first pass was picked off by Boyd. But 1 play later, Davey Tunin would fumble the football. Wilmington would get it back, and that's where we stand now as it's 3rd and goal for Wilmington at the 15-yard line. They need to be able to put up 6 points down here, Rick.
They definitely do.
What are your impressions right now of that first quarter?
Well,
that insane first quarter.
I think that what we've seen is that Wilmington has come into this game extremely confident, and they feel like they deserve to be on this field along with the Massey Falcons. And so I think that Massey, on the other hand, they're a little in shock that Wilmington's even in the ball game at this point.
3rd and goal for Wilmington as we begin the second quarter of play from Alumni Field. 3 receivers far side right, 1 near side left. Pistol formation for Credit. Frisco behind him. Big 3rd down and goal. Credit takes the snap. Straight drop back pass. Plenty of time. Going to float into the end zone. A jump ball, and it's incomplete. He was looking for number 25, Dylan Bogard. 4th and goal, and here comes Henry out to attempt a field goal.
In the second quarter, the Mason Comets and the Middletown Middies are tied up 7-7. Sycamore Aviators 21, the Lakota West Firebirds 7. And
this will be a 32-yard field goal from the left hash for Henry, with Credit as the holder.
I think this is a smart thing for Wilmington to attempt.
To take the lead, snap's good, kick is up. It was a spiraling kick that got through. No good.
The field goal attempt is no good.
Wide left or wide right, I believe. It looked wobbly coming out. It didn't go end over end. It was a low spiraling line drive kick. And we're still tied with 11:47 to go in the first half of play. And the Falcons will take over first down and 10 from their own 20-yard line to begin their third drive. Both teams with one turnover apiece. Fintrist will be in a pistol with Toonen as the tailback. One receiver each side with a tight end close to the line of scrimmage. First and 10. Now Toonen moves to the left side to make it a shotgun. Fintrist with the snap. Fires, completed to Boyd over here on the near side, breaks one tackle, and he gets it to the 28-yard line for a gain of 8 on first down, 2nd and 2.
In the second quarter, the Fairfield Indians are beating the Oak Hills Highlanders 22-12, and right now no score between the Lakota East Thunderhawks and the Princeton Vikings.
2nd and 3, line of scrimmage is the 27-yard line. 7-7 ball game. Pistol, one receiver each side. Fintress the QB with Toonen, the tailback, moving to his left side. Takes the snap, draws back the pass, pumps. He's under pressure, breaks away, and he's sacked. Hunter Fintress is sacked. Number 45 comes up with the sack. Austin Thompson with the help from Brent Bell, number 40. And it's a huge loss for Massey, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and 12.
In other SCOL action, the Chillicothe Cavaliers 7, the Washington Blue Lines nothing. And of course, our game 7-7 here in the second quarter. The Miami Trace Panthers 7 and the Hillsboro Indians nothing.
Here we go, 3rd and 13. Trips far side left. Shotgun formation with Fintress to take the snap. He does. He's going to roll out to his left to pass. Pumps, under pressure again, and he's sacked again! Number 40 on the sack. That was Brent Bell on the sack. And it's going to be a 4th down for the Massey Falcons. Fourth down and 20 upcoming. And the Falcons are going to have to punt this one away. Dylan Bogard will be back to receive the punt, as Boyd will be in to punt this one away for Massey.
Thank you.
There's the snap. It's a nice high kick. It's short, though. Wilmington needs to get away from it. Takes a bounce at the 42, and it'll be touched at the 47-yard line. 1st and 10. Hurricanes will take over inside Massey territory at the 46. 9.5 minutes left to go in our first half of play, and it's Wilmington 7, Clinton-Massie 7. You're listening to live high school football game of the week action on CampusNation.com, the sports animal, your home for high school and college sports. Pistol formation, one receiver far side right, 3 near side left. Frisco, the tailback behind Credit on 1st and 10. Takes the snap. Read option goes to Frisco, and a penalty flag flies in from the umpire. This one more than likely will be a hold.
Making the stop on number 51, Jackson Grigsby.
It's going to be a hold against Wilmington, Rick.
Can ill afford to make those kinds of mistakes against Massey.
So that's going to be a 10-yard penalty that backs Wilmington back up in their own territory to their own 45, and it's 1st and 20. Four wide receivers in a pistol formation for Wilmington with Frisco behind them.
More whistles.
Whistles are blowing. The head official down here talking to Scott Kellen.
I'd like to remind you that tonight's game is being brought to you by Bogart's Southern Barbecue. Tell Marty how much you appreciate Hurricane football on Campus Nation.
Penalty flag as Matt Credit drew Clinton-Massie offsides. So instead of 1st and 20, now 1st and 15.
That was that hard count. Massie was chomping at the bit. They wanted to come after Wilmington.
So now Wilmington will have it on midfield.
Penalty will be assessed against the Falcons, loss of 5 yards.
The ball is on the Massie side of the 50. 1st and 15, four wide receivers. Matt Credit in a pistol formation, two on each side of the receivers with Frisco behind him on 1st and 15. Credit awaits the snap, takes it, drops back the pass. He's looking. He's going to go deep for McCune. A wide open catch. Brady McCune, 50-yard strike and a touchdown. Hurricane. Cannon. The senior Brady McCune coming out of his tight end formation to run an out route. Perfectly done from Matt Credit for 50 yards, and the Hurricane take the lead. It took two penalty flags for Wilmington to run their first play of that drive, but the first play was magical. And Henry now in to attempt the PAT. The snap's good. The kick is up and over in this time, and it's 14-7 Hurricane. 9:17 left to go in the first half of play. Wilmington in the lead, 14-7 over our tribal Clinton-Massie. Wilmington is playing like they belong to be number one in the SCOL.
Well, there's no question. They are on their home field, and they want that advantage, and they are saying we can run with the big dog.
Davey Tunin and Bryce Boyd will be back to receive the kickoff from Henry as the ball is placed at the 40-yard line. 14-7, Hurricane in the lead here live at Alumni Field. Here's the kickoff from Henry. It's a squib kick. It takes a bounce, and it's going to be picked up at the 28-yard line by number 39 for the Falcons, Brad Hunt. And Hunt takes it across the 35 to the 37, where the Falcons will take over. 1st and 10, 9-12 left to go in the first half. And Rick, after that first drive, Wilmington's defense has stepped it up a little bit here.
They have indeed, and I think that right now, Massie, in the backs of their minds, are saying, who are these people on the field with us? And with each successive set of plays that Wilmington runs and are successful, Massie starts doubting, hey, can we beat this team?
Looks like an option set this time. One receiver each side, and Fentress takes the snap, another false start. This crowd, I think, is having a little bit of effect on Massie because that's their third false start penalty.
I think that the entire game is having an effect on Massie. Psychologically, they would be out by 21-0 in most games. Right now, they're fighting for their lives.
1st and 15 now. Ball at the 32 of Massie. I'm telling you what, this is a different Wilmington team from what we saw the first game we did this year for Wilmington against Butler. This is a very different team that we've seen from week 3 to week 9.
Well, I think that they're maturing. I think that they're congealing. I think they're
peaking at the right time.
Absolutely.
Option set, Fentress under center. Wolf goes in motion and another false start. The line is moving before the ball is snapped.
They're really getting rattled. You don't see this You do not see this from a McSorley team. They do not make these kinds of mistakes or errors.
What I love to be a fly on the wall in that locker room come halftime in that Massey locker room. And the Hurricane are going to use their first time out of the half. 9:12 left to go in our first half of play. The Wilmington Hurricane have now scored more points than what they did against the Falcons last season.
By double.
And they're in the lead. Their first lead they've taken against the Falcons since last year. I don't think they even had the lead at all.
I don't think they've had a lead against Massey, I don't know how many years.
14-7. As your Week 9 high school football game of the week, brought to you by Bogart's Barbecue, Line 75 South Street in Wilmington. Stop in and see Marty or give him a call at
937-655-8100. And believe me, we all, the Campus Nation crew that is, had some fine barbecue just before this game kicked off. And we're waiting for Skyline next. But that barbecue with
Gold
the coleslaw and everything, yeah, it's gold salt. With all that, that was great barbecue.
So it is 1st and 20 for the Falcons. The ball's back on their own 27 after they started on their own 37. Pistol set, one receiver each side. Tune in the tailback. Now he's going to move to the right side of Fentress on 1st and 20. Fentress takes the snap, drops back the pass. Good pressure. He's going to go deep. Incomplete off the hands of his intended receiver, number 81, Thomas Williams. 2nd down and 20. He had Brad Keller beat down the sideline.
He did.
Ball just hit him right in the hands, and he couldn't pull it in. You got to catch balls like that, though. That's inexcusable.
Well, once again, last year they were making all those plays. This year, like I said, there's some doubt in their minds because Wilmington has punched them not once but twice. And, they're trailing, and they just don't trail in any games, especially in the SCOL.
And, Wilmington being the underdog in this ballgame, they're not playing like one. Pistol set for Fentress. One receiver each side. Now it's an option. He fakes the pitch, and he's stuffed. Fentress only gets it out to the 29 for a gain of 2. 3rd and 18, and I'm telling you what, these 3rd and longs and these penalties right now, they're really hurting this Falcon team, and that's why they're in 3rd and 18 for the second straight drop.
Right, and this killing defense is killing them.
Falcons are facing 3rd down, 20 to go.
And the Falcons will use their first timeout with 8:39 left to go in the first half of play. Again, our score, the Hurricane 14, the Falcons 7. As you're listening to live Game of the Week high school football action on campusnation.com, the sports animal. Your home for high school and college sports. Stay tuned. Tomorrow afternoon, 1:15, we go on the air, 1:30 kickoff. The number 1 team in the land, the Purple Raiders of Mountain Union, invade Wilmington College and Williams Stadium to take on the Quakers of Wilmington tomorrow afternoon. Again, 1:30 kickoff, 1:15 we'll be on the air, and we are going to try to have live video for you of that football game, right, Rick?
That's right. We're going to do our first attempt at our new CDN to see how well it performs tomorrow.
After the timeout, it's 3rd and 18 from the 29-yard line. They need to get it all the way out to their own 47 to pick up a first. We've got 2 receivers near side right, 1 far side left. In the gun is Fentress. Now the receiver on the left, Boyd going in motion. And penalty flags flies. It's another full start.
Someone posted it.
Third and a mile for Massey at the 25-yard line. Shotgun set. 2 receivers near side right now. Boyd going in motion from the left. Fentress, the snap. It's a screen to Tunin. He's got a lot of space in front of him. 35, 40, 45, 50. First down and more. Into Wilmington territory goes Davey Tunin. All the way down to the Wilmington 36-yard line. First down. And that halfback screen there, that's exactly the reason why the screenplay is so difficult to stop.
Okay.
First and 10, ball on the Wilmington 36.
Line of scrimmage to the 36-yard line.
Whistles blow. Official timeout.
The Carlisle Indians lead the Eaton Eagles 7-6 at half.
Here we go. We're in the wishbone again. Fentress under center. One receiver near side right. The snap. The handoff to Wolf. Nope, to Tunin. Tunin's dragged down to the backfield by number 26.
Here's another
Austin Jones.
Here's another big game. The Brookville Blue Devils undefeated at the Valley View Spartans, 14-14 at the half. That is a titanic struggle going on there.
Second and 11 after the loss of 1 yard by Tunin. Ball back at the 36-yard line. 37, excuse me. Back to the wishbone now. One receiver near side right. Fentress takes the snap, runs the counter. No, he pitches it out to the far side to Wolf, and he gets it out across the 30 to the 28-yard line. Nice counter play by the Falcons there. Nice gain. 3rd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the Wilmington 28-yard line. They need to get it down to the Wilmington 26. One receiver near side right. Wishbone formation. Fentress takes the snap, hands it off to Wolf again, who's got a first down inside the 25 to the 27-yard line. And a first down again for the Falcons. That screen pass seemed to bring down this defense.
Well, once again, if you look at everything that Massey's been throwing at Wilmington, that was sort of an unusual play out of their repertoire there, and I think that maybe that caught them off guard.
First and 10, ball on the 23-yard line. Takes the snap. Fentress hands it off, this time to number 39, Brad Hunt. Hunt picks up 4, second down and 6.
On the stop of the Hurricane, Brett Bell, along with Britton Kessler.
Under 6.5 to go in the first half of play. Wilmington with a 14-7 lead, trying to hold Massey out of the end zone on this drive. Official timeout. Again, a lot of those happening down there.
Wayne's leading Beaver Creek at the half, 28-0, shutting them out.
Double tight set. The snap out of the wishbone goes to Tunin, who's still up and diving in for a touchdown, but a penalty flag is down at the 5.
Ball's going to come back, it looks like.
Is that a spot foul? It's a block in the back against Massey.
The infraction will be assessed against the Falcons, negating the touchdown.
So they'll move it back. It's a spot foul to the 10-yard line. It'll still be a first down for the Falcons, first and goal.
As a result of play, Falcons will have the football just inside the 10-yard line. First down and goal to go.
First down, goal to go for the Falcons. Wishbone set. Double tight ends. Takes the snap, hands it off to Wolf. Wolf gets stood up at the 8-yard line. 2-yard gain for Wolf. It'll be second and goal.
Brett Bell.
This crowd on this Wilmington side is electric. You know, if Brady Henry would have made that field goal, Wilmington would have a 10-point lead right now. Missed opportunities. But 6 points, like we've said before, is better than 3. Wishbone set, one receiver, far side left. Second and goal from the 8. Fentress takes the snap, hands it off to Tunin, who gets it down to the 1-yard line. Third and goal from the 1, Rick. Under 5 minutes to go in the first half.
Going to take a tough goal line defense here for Wilmington to keep Massey from getting into the end zone here.
Third down and goal to go.
So they got to get their
Third and goal from the 1. Double tight end set, wishbone formation. Fintrust under center, takes it, hands it off to the fullback, and a touchdown. Touchdown, Clinton-Massie on the score, number 39, Brad Hunt. And Massey's an extra point away from tying it.
Coming onto the field for the point after touchdown attempt will be number 13, Chris Demler.
13, Chris Demmer will be in to attempt the PAT with Fintrust as the holder. Awaiting the PAT snap is Fintrust. There's the snap. The kick is up and over and right down the pipe. 4:33 left to go in the first half of play. We're all knotted up 14-14, ladies and gentlemen, as the Hurricane will have their shot here before halftime to try to take the lead. Remember, they did get the ball to begin the ball game and took a 90-yard opening kickoff back for a touchdown. That electrified this crowd. We've got thousands of fans here at Alumni Field tonight on both sides of the stadium. It's an electric atmosphere for a rivalry game. This is what you want for two crosstown rivals in the county of Clinton County.
Hey, this is what it's all about.
I might not have a voice for tomorrow's game against Mountain Union.
Yeah, we'll just put you on the camera and have Rachel do the play-by-play. They won't know the difference
funny,
anyway.
Rickles. Marlon Frisco, Dylan Bogard will be back to receive Demmer's kick. I guarantee you this won't go anywhere near him. It's a squib that takes a bounce at the 40, and it's going to go out of bounds, and Wilmington's going to have good field position. Free kick out of bounds.
I guess Massie is a little afraid to put it up in the air again.
Wouldn't you be too?
Terrified.
Especially after Frisco electrified Alumni Field with the opening kickoff. So now Wilmington will take over. 1st and 10 after the kickoff going out of bounds on their own 35-yard line with 65 yards of green in front of them to try to put up 6 points and take the lead again. Key stat right here, Wilmington has never trailed so far.
This would obviously be a great situation if Wilmington in these 4.5 minutes can come in and score and lead at the half, even if it's a field goal.
Out of the gun, Credit takes the snap. He keeps it himself, gets it to the 40-yard line where he's brought down after a gain of 5 yards. Good run by Matt Credit, 2nd down and 5. Another example of just lining up in a gun and letting Credit just run with it on the quarterback blast. 4 wide receivers now in a pistol formation, 2 receivers on each side. Frisco behind Credit, 2nd and 5. Credit takes the snap, turns around, hands it off to Marlon Frisco, who's going to electrify him again, but he's tripped out by number 81, Thomas Williams. He gets into Massey territory to the 47-yard line. I thought he was off to the races.
Frisco was almost gone, just barely tripped up by Massey.
1st and 10 for Wilmington inside Falcon territory. Frisco coming out again limping. That ankle has been tough on him all year. Now DJ Ames will be in at tailback. 4 wide. In a pistol, Credit takes it, hands it off to Ames. And he dives ahead to the 45 for a gain of 2. You have a senior come in and a senior come out and a freshman come in, and he picks up some good yardage there on 1st down.
Right, never misses a beat.
2nd and 8 for the Hurricane. As Frisco getting looked at by the trainer on the sideline. He's got both those ankles taped as it is.
May need to wrap that leg at halftime.
2nd and 8, pistol formation, and a whistle.
We have a
Timeout taken by Wilmington. That is their 2nd timeout of the half with 3 minutes, 18 seconds to go in the first half of play. Wilmington 14, Clinton-Massie 14, live on CampusNation.com, the sports animal, your home for high school and college sports.
Well, Mr. Joe Davis, did you just arrive or have you been here at the game? You just arrived. So you haven't seen all the action.
No,
the 90-yard kickoff return.
He just told me the score.
Well, this game is a lot different than the game that you and I did last week at Miami Trace. But this has been an absolutely astounding game Massey, I didn't think would expect that Wilmington would be on the field with them right now.
Yeah, I think that was the case. I think Massie thought this was going to be, by now, game over. And with Wilmington still in the game, now Massie's addressing what they were thinking, and it's going to be a different second half.
I know you wanted to come for the barbecue, but, you got here a little late. We ate it all before the game started, so I'm sorry. It was probably AJ that ate your sandwich.
Well, I thought AJ wasn't going to get as much since we thought he was rooting against your home team last week.
4 wide on 2nd and 8.
He might have
Pistol
been.
formation. Bogard goes in motion. Play action for Credit. Under pressure, he gets rid of it and just throws it downfield in the vicinity of Brad Keller. Excuse me, Cameron Stewart.
It was awesome. It was an awesome game that your team lost, but I'm really worried about.
Right. Well, my team, my team is down 28-0 against Wayne at the half.
3rd and 8 for Wilmington. A big third down. 3 minutes, 12 seconds to go as they get the play in from the sideline.
Isn't
that beautiful?
Trips out far side right, one receiver near side left. Credit in the pistol formation. Ames behind him. 3rd and 8. Credit takes the snap, turns around, hands it off. And Thompson, number 26, was on the carry. Austin Jones. Jones gets it out to the 40. Where we got about a 4th and 4 here.
Well, I would be surprised if they try this. I think they'll probably punt it.
And it looks like they're going to bring Credit back to punt this one. Back to receive was Thomas Williams. He's standing on his own 10. Credit to punt this one away.
Maybe it'll be a trick play here.
There's the snap. Nope. Credit's just going to boot it. A low line drive kick that takes a bounce, and Williams picks it up at the 15 and gets it out across the 20 to the 21-yard line. 1st down and 10 Falcons. 2 minutes, 29 seconds to go in our first half of play.
That's why I wasn't here
that's right.
earlier.
Don't worry about your...
I'm diabetic, and that's why I wasn't here earlier. I laid down, got home 3 o'clock, laid down, and zonked out. And when I woke up, I wanted to check my blood sugar, and it was way low, so I had to get something to eat. Then I woke up about 7:30.
2 minutes and 29 seconds to go in our first half of play as Massey will have it on its own 21-yard line. 1st and 10 to try to take the lead before the end of the half. Shotgun formation for Fentress. Trips out to the far side left. Takes the snap, drops back the pass. It's a screen to the far side to Bryce Boyd. And Boyd takes it out across the 25 to the 28-yard line.
Screen's working for him every time.
That was a wide receiver screen there. Gain of around 7. 2nd down and 3. A little hurry-up offense here. 3 receivers far side left. Fentress takes the snap. It's going to roll. Going to fire. And it is caught over on the far sideline by Williams. He's got a 1st down to the 37-yard line. And we're going to see a little 2-minute offense here, I believe. Nope, they're going to huddle up. They did go hurry up on that 2nd down play, but Massey huddling up, coming out of it. Now they're going to move the trips out here near side right. They're shotgun formation for Fentress.
They're going to have to go downfield. They can't keep wasting time like this.
Wilmington shows blitz. They hand it off to number 19. Will be a timeout taken by the Falcons. That's their 2nd. Number 39, Brad Hunt on the carry. 1:34 left to go in the first half of play after the gain of 4 yards as they are on their own 40-yard line, or the Falcons attempting to try to take the lead before halftime as Wilmington did get the ball to begin the game. Took a 90-yard kickoff run back. But ever since then, we've had, a back-and-forth kind of game, Rick.
Well, Massey would love to put 7 points on the board going into halftime and then be able to come out with a lead and also with the ball. So this is going to be very critical. If Wilmington can keep them out of the end zone or keep them from scoring any kind of score and go in 14-14, then Wilmington's defense is probably going to get a little extra boost. And, they could stave off any kind of Massey play at the beginning of the second half.
2nd down and 7 yards to go after the timeout. Shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers near side right, 1 far side left. Now the one on the left going in motion. Fentress takes the snap. He's going to fire another screen to Williams, and he's brought down immediately by Austin Jones at the 46. Third and about a yard now for the Falcons. The clock continuing to run and only one timeout remaining for both teams. Third and 1.
This has got to be a down the field play for Massie. They're going to try something here.
Well, that clock is still running. They come out of the huddle. Trips out to the far side left, tied in over here on the right. Shotgun formation. Fentress to take the snap. He does. He's going to roll to his left. Look downfield. Fires completed to Boyd, who breaks one tackle, and he's off to the races. 30, 25, 20 before he's wrapped up by Brad Keller at the 20-yard line. That was a touchdown-saving tackle, and a penalty flag is down at the 21.
Maybe a block in the back.
This might negate the entire run. Yep, it's a block in the back against the Falcons.
There you go. That was a killer. That was an absolute killer because they lost that time.
It's still a 10-yard penalty, but it will still be a first down at the 36-yard line. With 31-yard line, 48 seconds to go. They're in Wilmington territory now. Again, threatening to take the lead of some sort. One receiver each side. Pistol formation. Davey Toonin on the left side of Fentress in the shotgun. It's a low fumble snap. Fentress has to pick it up and fire. He completes it to Boyd. And the ball's still loose. And the Hurricanes pick it up. Wilmington with their second turnover of the football game. Woo! That's what they needed. Now they have 34 seconds, one timeout, and they can take it down the field and take the lead before that.
Well, it'll be interesting how Wilmington reacts to this and what they're going to attempt to do in these waning moments. Obviously, they'd love to score.
Both teams with one timeout. I would go deep. I would take a shot. What do you have to lose right now? You're at the 24 or the 24-yard line. Nope. Credit is moving up to take a knee. That's what Credit's doing. They're lining up in their kneeing formation. It's smart.
Yeah, I agree.
That's why Scott Kellen's the coach and I'm not.
Well, that's true. And I'm not the coach either.
Here come the God's voices from above again.
Right? That was funny.
And we're going to go into the locker room here, ladies and gentlemen. We have a barn burner of a football game right now. Our score at the half, Wilmington 14 and Clinton-Massie 14 in a week number 9 high school football game of the week rivalry matchup. The powder flying from the student section. We've got halftime festivities coming up with the bands playing. Massie will have the option to receive to begin the second half.
Well, I'm sure they'll take it.
We've got a couple participants down on the field for a halftime presentation. We have some stats. We'll have Rachel go down there and attempt to film this contest going on down there on the 20-yard line right now. First downs, we got some first half stats. Here we go. First downs, Massie leading the way with 13, Wilmington with 7. Wilmington has ran the ball 19 times for 40 yards, Massie 21 for 68. 2.1 average yards a carry for Wilmington, 3.2 for Massie. Wilmington has thrown the ball 4 times, 1 pass completed, and 1 interception. Massie, 7 of 10 passing, no touchdowns. Total plays right now, Wilmington has ran 23 plays of 90 yards, and Massie has ran 33 plays for 144. Both teams, Wilmington with 1 turnover, that being the interception. Massie has fumbled the ball and lost the ball twice. Wilmington 2 of 5 on third downs, 1 of 1 on fourth down. Massie 7 of 9 on third downs. They've been sacked twice for negative 14 yards. Those are your first half stats for both teams. Again, we are at halftime here at Alumni Field. AJ Ganger with Rick Phillips and Rachel Hargrave on our video. We'll take a quick break, listen into the bands down onto the field as we are at halftime. 14-14 is the score.
Go Kane!
State championships in Division II right now. We put several players in Division I. Open Farrell, the
The Clinton-Massie Marching Falcons wish to thank Wilmington High School for its warm welcome tonight in this beautiful new stadium. The Falcon Band is led tonight by Field Commander Shelby Miller, under the direction of Band Director Kristen McLean and Assistant Band Director Mary Rizzardi. Our competition show for 2015 is called Journey to Gold. Tonight, it will go all the way with bronze, silver, and gold. Soloists for this performance are Gabe Levitt and Colton New. Tomorrow, the band will be competing in the prestigious Tecumseh Regional Marching Band Competition. Field Commander Shelby Miller, you may take the field for halftime performance.
Well, matter of fact, he's probably over there as we speak. He's probably over there. Playing Johnny Jansen with the Stars or whatever, and Vic was asking Nance, and he's a pretty good sport about it. He's over there now, he's been practicing here for the last 2 weeks. He's pretty excited about it today. Hopefully, they'll follow through it, break around.
Well, I told you, Doc, you look like one of the Blues brothers last time I did. I don't know how
That's really cool. I ran the newspaper when I was at Wilmington College.
On Saturday,
It's really fun.
Clinton-Massie played the first game of Little Rock. Played the second game on Saturday against
No. Wilmington's never. Appreciate everything. All right, we've got here. The gal that she goes to the outbound.
How are you?
No, that's a good question. I got too many irons in the fire, I know that. Started girls basketball practice tonight. Trying to get this thing running over to college. Let's see what's up. You going to get to make it over to any games this year? You got your coming here. So you know all about it.
We haven't talked about it. We'll probably be there Friday.
This is Rick Phillips with Campus Nation. We are at halftime right now of the Clinton-Massie Wilmington football game. And we currently are waiting for the kickoff here in a game that's 14-14, and we will be starting, in about another 15 minutes. So those of you along our network, stay tuned. We've got a fantastic football game going on right here at Alumni Field.
I hope you get over it. Got that girl's golf season.
Really got mine.
No, it isn't. I just think it's like that. Don't try.
I don't
For somebody.
I was happy too.
If you want to come in the booth sometime, please find out what
You can always use your guys' article. You can always post them on our site.
we particularly registered some students some experience in slides so that they can come in and actually have these podcasts and that. But you give me a call, find some students out. We'll have you do our productions. We do running up a lot of great last year and this year's
Well, man, I'll let you concentrate on the job and then, man.
That'd be great. Sweet to have pictures. She's got eyes on six. Those things are really awesome to take pictures.
I'll see you, John.
That's
Well, he was on last week. He did the game with Miami Trace.
I always get to tune in. Usually by Friday night, I'm not at a game. I'm starting. I'm asleep.
There was a place in bar called Clinton-Massie. In Wilmington, they know me. I gotta get into
You're saying you're infamous.
Yeah, that's
right now. Unfortunately, we don't have
not the quite words I would use, no.
I got the ball rolling.
You're old, you know.
iPhones are way better than young kids like me, like old people like you, and Android.
For instance, this is last week he covered Centerville and I did the Miami Trace and I wonder what the score here is Troy Christian game
Scores from the G-Walk right now. Trotwood, Madison 14, Greenville 7 in the third quarter. Sydney 14, Piqua 7 in the third quarter. Wayne running away with it against Beaver Creek as they lead 35-0 in the third quarter. Miamisburg 21, Springboro 3 at the half. Centerville has taken the lead over Springfield 14-6 at the half. Fairborn running away with it against West Carrollton as they lead 33-0. That game in the second quarter. Troy leading Butler 15-7. Xenia leading Lebanon 33-17, and no score to report from Northmont and Fairmont.
Will be held at the high school. The following people are winners: Susie Bryant, Carter Huffman,
Greater Miami Conference score updates for everybody.
Don Seeger.
Sycamore 21, Lakota West 14. That game in the third quarter. Fairfield 22, Oak Hills 12 at the half. Lakota East 28, Princeton 14, and Mason and Middletown still locked up 7-7 according to ScoreStream on NFHS.com.
And Compton, Dylan Frable, Joy Haynes, Carter Huffman, and Cindy Bryant. And he goes baskets at the FFA tent.
Some SCOL scores from the conference where we're covering tonight. Again, our game 14-14 at the half. Hillsboro has tied it up against Miami Trace 14-14 that game at the half. East Clinton leading McLean 14-7, and Chillicothe up 26-3 over the Blue Lions of Washington Courthouse. Those are your SCOL scores. Again, we are at halftime here at Alumni Field. 9.5 minutes or so left until we get the second half underway. Our score: Wilmington 14, Clinton-Massie 14. Here live on CampusNation.com, the Sports Animal, your home for high school and college sports.
2015 competition show, music of the night. Tonight's featured performers are McKinley Law.
Did you tell them about tomorrow afternoon's game at Wilmington College, AJ?
Tomorrow afternoon at 1:15, we'll be on the air live from Townsend Field at Williams Stadium as the Wilmington Fighting Quakers try to get their second win of the college football season, but they'll have to go through the number one team in the nation, the Purple Raiders of Mount Union, to do it. Mount Union ranked number one in all the major college football polls for Division III as they invade Townsend Field to take on the Wilmington Fighting Quakers tomorrow. Tomorrow we should have live video and audio of the football game that'll also be posted later for on-demand viewing pleasure. So everyone listening who listens to our college football games over at Wilmington College, be prepared to see some live video action of that football game tomorrow. Again, we go on the air at 1:15 with the pregame, followed by kickoff at 1:30 as the number one team in the land, the Mount Union Purple Raiders, invade Townsend Field to take on the Quakers of Wilmington College.
Good job, AJ.
Grab me a diet while you're in there too. We need more in there?
No.
Yeah, like you need a diet.
Yeah, Troy, like you need a diet and water.
I hope I stay as skinny as he is.
You'll still have more hair than you do, AJ.
Alright.
Those are made by elves in hollow oak trees. Didn't you know that?
Thanks. I'll tell you said so.
That's like part of the requirement for being the athletic director's wife, right?
Yeah.
all
It has been now. We've established it.
all the sweets.
So, if they win, don't tear down the goalpost, right? We're not.
Did you guys want?
Probably. Wife help.
Yes.
Are you good?
I'm good, thank you.
The first one on there. Shouldn't say that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything about Coach's wife for sure. She'll be up here in my face. Yeah, she gets a little excited. Oh, she's down there screaming her lungs out. The game last year, she lost her voice. It wasn't even close. (14-14) with 6.5 minutes to go in this halftime. Rick Phillips with CampusNation.com, the Sports Animal. It's your place for high school and college sports. And everybody is in very good spirits, not only here in the press box, but down on the home side here as Wilmington is tied with Clinton-Massie. I'm sure that Massie, they're in a little shock. They wouldn't have expected Wilmington to even be close, let alone to be tied with them. Massie will have the ball when they come out, and it'll be their opportunity for the first time to take the lead.
Yeah, I mean, Wilmington's never trailed in this ball game from the start. Wilmington has came out ready to play and looking like they deserve to be on this field, and they deserve to be SCOL champs. Now, you know, the funny thing is, this could all be out of whack. Let's say Wilmington does pull out this game this week and they beat Massie, but next week they have a hangover and they lose to Chillicothe.
Got to be careful.
What happens? There's a three-way tie for first place in the SCOL. That's all kinds of crazy. But we don't want that to happen. We want the Hurricane to win tonight and come back next week strong not have a hangover for next week's game, and end up beating the Cavaliers and winning outright an SCOL championship. But tonight is tonight. They've got to worry about coming out in the second half because Massie does get the ball, and they need a defensive stand. If Wilmington can get a defensive stand or a turnover again and get their defense off the field and their offense back on the field, beware, because Wilmington's offense will be ready to put 6 points on the board.
Right. They need to stay in the second half as intense as they were in the first half. And obviously, the Cavaliers could be a problem next week because they are a strong team. But tonight's the night. We beat Massie tonight, and we'll worry about Chillicothe next week. And, of course, you will hear that live as well on campusnation.com.
You know, Massie has scored, like we said in the pregame, Massie has scored 40 points in every single game they've played. And a lot of those points, they probably scored 30 or more before halftime. To be held to 14 points in the first half, that probably hasn't happened since the Steubenville game when they only scored 18.
Right.
So you got to look at it this way. McSorley is in that locker room right now, and he is chewing a hole in each and every one of his players. Kellen, he's not chewing a hole, but they did make some mistakes out there on defense that they need to fix before that second half. And you got to remember, too, this is a 2-half football game. You got 48 minutes to go out there and play. You still got, 24 more minutes of football to be played out on that football field. You cannot take a first half victory from a standpoint of all-around play into the locker room and come out and go flat. You need to come out of that second half, and you need to stay strong, just like you said, Rick. 3.5 minutes of band time left, and then they'll put 3 minutes on the clock for the teams to warm up. Rick, what has impressed you most from this first half of play?
I think that, once again, the Wilmington defense was going to be the key. If Wilmington could keep Massie from running either up the middle or their sweeps, like we said earlier before the game started, they were going to be able to stay in this game, and they've done that. They've also had 2 turnovers that they have taken advantage of. And so I think that, the turnovers as well as stopping the Massie running game has been the difference in being able to be on the field with Massie at halftime.
When it comes to Wilmington's offense, they've moved the ball down the field. They've scored 1 offensive touchdown. What is their offense going to have to do differently come this second half? They've had great field position all game long. I think the worst starting field position they've had is the 36-yard line or something like that. But what are they going to have to do on offense in this second half to be able to keep up with a Clinton-Massie defense?
Okay, I'm going to go back to the old standby. They got to score more points in the second half than Massie does.
Okay. Fair enough. You don't want to get into a running game, that's for sure. And we've said before, when you get down inside the 20s, you don't want to put 3 points up. You want to put 6.
Well, the interesting thing, though, is that really Wilmington has been just as good at running the ball as Massie has been. And when you look at 2 senior quarterbacks in Fentress for Massie and Credit for Wilmington, they both have done a very good job at controlling this game.
The fans have been on the edge of their seats all game long on both sides of the ball, or on both sides of the field, I should say. We've got a full packed house over on the Massie sideline, a full packed house over here on the Wilmington sideline. Middletown is taking the lead.
Right, over Mason, 13-7. We kind of want Mason to win that game, don't we? Since we
did that Coleraine game, I tell you what, Mason still has a chance to get in the playoffs. Both teams coming back out on the field. I'm telling you what, Scott Kellen has had these kids ready to play all week long. I'm sure that on the locker rooms, all around the weight rooms, even on the football field, that score, 49-7, was posted everywhere and reminded these kids of that from last season all week long.
Uh-oh. They're coming to get you, AJ.
It's the cheerleaders down on the field doing their cheerleading halftime routine. Well, again, our score here at the half is Wilmington 14, Clinton-Massie 14. We're listening live to campusnation.com, the sports animal, your home for high school and college sports. I'm AJ Ganger with Rick Phillips as my color man and Rachel Hargrave on our video camera this evening. for this high school football Week 9 game of the week, being brought to you by Bogart's Barbecue. Bogart's Barbecue, 975 South Street, Wilmington, Ohio. They have the best taste in barbecue in the land, Rick.
And we sampled it earlier when Marty brought the barbecue up for us to try just before this ball game.
Now, this crowd over here on the Wilmington sideline, like we want to go back real quick. Penalties, okay? You want to talk about penalties. Penalties have hurt Massey throughout the entire first half, whether it be full starts, holdings, clippings. You know, they could be up more than what the score leads if these penalties haven't cost them to be moved back, Rick. Now, do you think this crowd has a lot to do with it, or do you think it's just, like we've said before, shell-shockness that Wilmington is staying on the field with them, or is it just making mental mistakes?
I think it's all of the above, AJ. I think that, first of all, the Wilmington crowd is that 12th man. I think that the penalties are a direct result of that 90-yard return, you know, that just absolutely shocked them. They were behind for the first time to their crosstown rival. And I think that on top of it, obviously some of the miscues that they've made were once again a result of all that adding up in their mind and saying, how in the world could Wilmington be playing on the same field with us?
So now Wilmington definitely needs a win here tonight to be able to get into the playoffs, something they haven't done in many years. It's also something they lost out on last season after falling to Trace. They're the game before the last game on Halloween night, or the week before Halloween night, because they beat Chillicothe on senior night over at Townsend Field last year. You know, this is just a huge football game. Like we said, this game isn't just about playoff appearances and conference titles and, you know, everything that you all want being number one in the Clinton County. This is about bragging rights. This is about saying you came to our home field and we beat you. We shut you up. You know, you guys think you're the powerhouse in the county, and we're going to show you that we're the powerhouse in the county. That's what this game is really about.
Well, honestly, AJ, I think that Wilmington already has proven that they belong. They've already done that this first half. Regardless of how the second half goes, Wilmington has proven that they can be a formidable challenge when it comes to football in Clinton County. So they've already made it known that we're here to compete. Now, what happens in the second half, you know, we don't know. But bottom line is, Wilmington definitely has proven by putting this 14-14 tie score on in the first half that they are a part of Clinton County football for years to come.
And I'll tell you what, the seniors for Wilmington have been out there making plays all game long. You got guys like Austin Jones flying around the ball for the Wilmington defense. You got Matt Credit making big plays on offense. You got Austin Thompson. You got Brady McCune catching a 50-yard touchdown. You got, you know, just every single Wilmington senior on this team is playing their hearts out because they know this is the last time they will get a play at Alumni Field. And that's funny because this is the first time they've played at Alumni Field in I don't know how many years, and this is the last time they'll be able to step foot on this field and play it and soak in the atmosphere of a home crowd advantage. And that's something that's amazing, and that's something these kids want to walk out and say, hey, we lost one game on our field. That's all we lost. But you know what? On our home field, we beat Massey in the year 2015 at home.
I can't agree with you more.
Massey will be traveling left to right on your computer screens, your iPhones, your tablets, your televisions, your Roku boxes, anything and everything you're listening to us live on here this evening. As Wilmington will be kicking it off to begin the second half as we are getting ready to put 12 more minutes on the clock. We've got 24 more left to go, Rick. It's going to come down to the wire. We already know that. It's going to be one heck of a finish. Let's hope our voices hold up, well, at least mine anyway.
Well, at least until tomorrow evening so that you can get through the football game with Wilmington College.
Here we go. Brady Henry's kickoff opens up the second half. It's a squib kick. That's bouncing still, not being picked up, and the ball's still loose, but it's finally recovered by Toonan, and he's got a nice return out to the 45 of Clinton-Massie where their offense will take over. First down and 10.
I think this is going to be a very critical drive for both teams. It'll be important that Wilmington make a statement and stop Massey so they don't score. And I think it's going to be just as important that Massey come out and say, we're going to take the lead in this game and we're not going to look back.
because Massie has not
Important starting drive the second half.
Massie
I
has
agree.
not led in this game so far. 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line. We got an option formation now. One receiver on the near side right, two near far side left. There goes the pitch to Wolf on the left. Wolf gets it across midfield to the Wilmington 47-yard line. A gain of 7 yards on first down for the Falcons, 2nd and 3.
Good pickup there.
The 40, Brett Bell. And Dane Stevens.
2nd down, 3 yards to go for Massie. One receiver lined up near side right. We are in an option formation. Fentress under center takes it, and he's going to go right up the middle to Hunt, who's got a first down to the Wilmington 40-yard line. Good run by Brad Hunt. We haven't seen him touch the ball a lot. He does have a touchdown. That was a 1-yard touchdown run, but that's it. 1st and 10 for the Falcons on the Wilmington 40-yard line.
Stop was number 22, DJ
One receiver, far side left. Under center is Fentress. Tunin goes in motion. This time he's going to toss it to Tunin. Out here to the right side. Stiff arm breaks 2 tackles. Tunin gets it down to the 36-yard line for a 4-yard gain. Couple of nice stiff arms by Tunin telling guys to get off of him, but he gains 4, 2nd down and 6.
Making the stop, number 16, Porter Patrick. In the FCOL, Phil Coffey leading Washington Courthouse at halftime 26-3. Blanchester leading Batavia.
2nd down, 6 yards to go for the Falcons. One receiver near side to the right. Wolf goes in motion. It's going to be a counter play to Tunin, and he's going to have a first down out to the Wilmington 29-yard line. Gain of 7.
Massie putting together a good drive here in the beginning of this second half.
And Wilmington needs to make a stand here because, like we've said before, this probably is 4-down territory, no matter where you are.
Yeah, I don't see Massie trying to kick any field goals this game.
No, I don't either, especially after seeing Wilmington miss one.
Unless it would be to win the game.
And they're going into the wind. One receiver, far side left, one near side right. Wolf goes in motion. He's going to hand it straight up the middle to Hunt, who gets it across the 25 to the 24. Another 6 yards for the Falcons, and it's 2nd down.
Wilmington the other day had a need for him to kick a 30-yard field goal, and in practice before the game, put it on the 50-yard line to kick.
In on the stop, number 40, Brett Bell. Also number 25, Colin Bogart.
One receiver each side. Two. Fentress under center. Wolf goes in motion. Is going to toss it out to Wolf on the left side, who's got blockers in front of him. And he's going to be brought down inside the 20 to the 18. Still going to be a first down for the Falcons as they're back inside the red zone where they're 2 of 2.
Well, this obviously is going to be a drive that they want to cap off with 7 points. They want to take the lead. They want to tell Wilmington, we have the lead now. It's going to be up to you to keep up with us.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the Wilmington 18. Wishbone formation, one receiver near side right. This one's going to go to Tunin as he changes his field. And he gets it down to the 10-yard line for an 8-yard gain. Tunin started like he was going to run off tackle, cut back to the outside, and gained 8 yards. 2nd down and 2 to go for the Falcons. Need to get it down to the 8-yard line. 2nd down, 2 to go. One receiver near side right. Wishbone formation. Fentress under center. Takes the snap. This time he's going to hand it off to Wolf, who's got a first down and more inside the 5 to the 4. We'll have a 1st and goal for the Falcons.
On the carry for Clinton-Massie.
They have nothing to answer. Cutting, Wolf, and Hunt. Right. And, we haven't even really talked about Fentress this game. It's all been on the ground. Yeah.
Wilmington needs a turnover or a stop, something to turn back Massie.
One receiver, far side left. Wishbone takes the snap, hands it off to Tunin.
And Toonen is stopped at the 3-yard line. He maybe got a yard. Second down and goal. Good defensive stand there, clogging that middle there that time, Rick.
Making the initial stop was Austin Thompson.
Thompson on the stop. He gets credited with the tackle, and so does Dylan Bogard. Second down, goal to go from the 3. 7:45 and counting left to go in the third quarter. Wishbone formation. Fentress under center. Takes it. Hands it off to Wolf. And Wolf gets down to the 2. Wilmington's defense now. Goal line stand time at the 2-yard line. 3rd and goal.
Well, here it is. They've got 2 more tries to push it through.
3rd and goal to go for the Falcons.
And the 1, he goes outside.
1 receiver near side right. Formation, they hand it off to the fullback, and he doesn't get in either, but there's no signal. They got Brad Hunt, and he's at the 1-inch line. It looks like 4th and goal. There's a big play. If Wilmington keeps him out here, the crowd is on their feet, back in their defense.
Massie needs to probably
4th and goal from the half-yard line.
Try a little bit of trickery here. Run it around.
Fentress is actually going to line up in a shotgun. Nope. We're going to have a wishbone. Hands it off. Touchdown, Wolf. His offensive line opened up a hole for him, and it's going to be a touchdown for the Falcons as they take a 6-point lead, their first lead of the ball game. An extra point will make it a 7-point lead. Number 13, Chris Dimmer, in to attempt a PAT with Hunter Fentress as the holder.
Dangerous for Massie for the 3rd straight year. Now it's going to see if Wilmington can come back and answer.
As Brad Hunt scored the touchdown for the Falcons. The snap's down, the kick is up and over in, and we've got a 21-14 Clinton-Massie lead with 6 minutes, 29 seconds to go in the third quarter of play. And the Hurricanes will get their first possession of the second half. Rick, they ran a lot of time off that clock. 5:31 on that opening drive. That kept Wilmington's defense on the field an awful long time.
That was a textbook Massie drive right there. That was a textbook drive. How many times did they pass during that drive?
None.
Right. That was how Massie plays football.
Making a statement in the second half, saying we're taking over, it's our game.
Yeah,
Right.
so now it's going to be up to Wilmington to prove once again they can come back, they can score, and
How Wilmington reacts to this is going to be key right here, too.
and I hope that it's going to be a concerted drive rather than maybe a quick 7. And the only reason I say that is Wilmington needs a little bit of rest for their defense, who was on the field for that 5-6 minutes.
Cameron Stewart and Marlon Frisco back to receive the kickoff from Dimmer. It'll probably be another squib kick, and it will be as it bounces up the middle of the field and fell on at the 37-yard line by the Hurricane.
Yep, another good kick. The Hurricane just fall.
He just fell straight down. Number 45, Austin Thompson.
Wilmington will have the football 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage.
1st and 10 for the Hurricane. Ball on their own 37-yard line. Rick? A big drive coming up. Wilmington needs to answer.
This will be a big drive. Wilmington does need to answer.
As credit leaves the troops out onto the field. 1st and 10 on the 37-yard line. 3 receivers lined up far side right. Bogard near side left. In the gun is credit. Frisco next to him.
Got some
and
whistles.
Massey's going to burn a timeout here with 6:28 to go in the third.
It must have been something that McSorley saw that he didn't like as far as the way his defense was lining up against Wilmington's offense.
Or there was some miscommunication.
Wombat Avenue right here, Wilmington.
Sometimes you got 12 guys, you got 11, you got 10 guys.
They'll be open late tonight after the game. That's Wombat Avenue.
Or
Also, we'd like to give a shout out, a big thank you to the
We ought to go back to the telestrator and see how many people were on the field. And AJ, you can circle them and count them.
Eventually, we will have that, right?
Well, that's true, right? Once we go to our switching software with multiple cameras, we'll have instant replay. We'll have other views from, especially our home games, and we'll be able to replay these plays.
All right, after Massey burns their first time out of the half, they have 2 left for the rest of the game. Wilmington comes back out on the field, same formation. Trips out to the far side right. Bogard lined up near side left. In the shotgun is Credit. Frisco next to him. 1st and 10. Takes the snap is Matt. Drops back. Under pressure. He pulls it down. He's going to run himself. He's at the 40. He jukes one guy. 45. And that's close to a first down to the Wilmington 47. He's about a half yard short. So it's 2nd and inches for Wilmington. Good decision by Credit to pull it down and run.
Right.
There was Cameron Stewart, the running back on that play, not Frisco. Now Frisco's back in. 1 receiver far side right, 3 near side left. In the pistol is Credit, takes the snap, hands it off to Marlon Frisco. He hops over the defenders. He hopped over about 3 defenders to midfield and picked up a first down.
That's intensity.
first down yardage for the Hurricane by number 11, Marlon Frisco.
Frisco putting his body on the line. And Wilmington's got a first down midfield.
What was this?
3 receivers near side left, 1 receiver far side right. In the pistol is Credit. Frisco behind him, takes the snap, hands it off to Frisco again. And he gets 3 yards out to the Massey 47-yard line, 2nd down and 7.
Making the stop for the Falcons, number 15.
Wilmington's offense is playing with a lot of confidence here, Rick.
Yeah, there's no question. Confidence and intensity. Those are 2 words that best describe this Wilmington offense.
I understand what you believe. Last 2 games, first game he's done.
3 receivers near side left, 1 far side right. Credit takes the snap from the pistol and hands it to Frisco, and he's stopped. Yeah, he probably got about a yard and a half there. 3rd and about 5 upcoming for the Hurricane. They got to get it down to the Massey 40-yard line.
Yeah, they were waiting for him that time.
It'll be 3rd and 6 actually from the 46. And we've got an injured player down on the field for Wilmington. Looks like he's cramping up a little bit.
I think he's cramps.
I can't tell what number it is down there. But he's laying down back on the 50-yard line. We'll have the trainers come out and look at him. 4:40 left to go in the 3rd quarter. 21-14, Massey in the lead. It's a big 3rd down upcoming for the Hurricane.
Basket raffle. You can pick up the basket at the FFA tent.
They've been cheering.
Held at the high school. They have Morgan, Rick Pollock, and McCline.
Number 55, that's Zane Stevens is down.
Someone from Massey posted this.
Carter Huffman, and Susie Plum.
It looks like he's just cramping up a little bit. It happens.
Especially running like they've been running.
Cool air. Sweat as much as they are. They're sweating that water out of their system.
Well, they'll probably come out here and get on one of these cycles. Stay limbered up. Get a rub down. The masseuse.
This is like we said before, this is a huge drive. Wilmington definitely needs to answer on this drive, even though it's 3rd and 6. You got plenty of time.
Yeah, give it back to Massey. They go into another long drive.
McLean looking to knock off East Clinton, are leading 21-14 in the 3rd quarter.
They were down 7-0 at one time.
Yeah. They've been trailing most of that game. Now they're leading.
Yep, Stevens jogged off, so he probably just had a little bit of cramp. He'll drink some water, get hydrated, and I'm sure he'll go right back out onto the field. 3rd and 6 for the Hurricane. As Credit brings the troops back out onto the field. We're going to have 2 receivers near side left, 2 receivers far side right. Credit's in the shotgun formation with Frisco on his left. 3rd and 6. Bogard goes in motion. It's going to be a fake jet sweep, and here goes Matt Credit. 20, 15, 10, 5. He's got reservations for 6 points, and it's a Wilmington touchdown. Woo,
And there's the cannon.
Touchdown, Wilmington. Matt Credit, 46 yards. That was a great read by Matt right there on the fake jet sweep read option. Way to not hand it off to Bogart. Let the hole open up for you. Let the end chase the slot receiver and just run it up the field for 6 points. So Henry will come on to tie this ball game up with a PAT. The snap's down, the kick is up and over in, and we're tied all over again, folks.
The Ohio State Buckeyes will Barrett would have done.
4 minutes, 13 seconds to go in our third quarter of play. Wilmington 21, Clinton-Massie 21, and just like somebody commented on score stream, the war has begun.
That's right, and that was I'm assuming a Massey post, but maybe not. It was on the Wilmington. It was on our stream.
You know what? After Wilmington, this is funny because the shots were fired early after that 90-yard touchdown run, literally with the cannon going off to begin the game.
Yeah, the first shot of the
shots
war.
Fired.
First shot of the battle.
Yep. Well, one thing's for certain. Once again, whoever wins this game, the other team is not going to forget that they were in a battle with these teams.
These kids are going to wake up tomorrow morning so sore, but it's going to be so worth it. Whoever wins this ball game.
Both teams go to the playoffs. This is a kind of game that's good to have before you go. It gets you prepared and ready for the type of games you're going to have in the playoffs.
Well, that's conceivable. It could happen.
Henry will come in to kick it off after the Wilmington touchdown. We've got Toonan and Boyd back to receive it, but I'm sure it'll be a squib kick. Both teams have been squibbing it all game long since the opening kickoff. Henry will squib it right into the ground. A ball's loose. Wilmington's got it. Wilmington's got it. And Wilmington's offense is going to be back out on the field. Woo, baby!
That looked like an onside kick.
Scott Kellen was nearly out on midfield congratulating his guy. He is so pumped up right now.
What do you think, Joe?
Last week we called the onside kick, and then we got the voices from above yelling down, no, that was not supposed to be an onside kick. But that's why a squib kick works so well. You aim it at a player on the other team. Kick it hard. If it hits them, it can ricochet back to you. If it misses him, it goes on downfield. And that worked perfectly.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Wilmington's offense right back out on the field to try to reclaim the lead. 4 wide receivers, 2 far side right, 2 near side left. Credits in the shotgun on 1st and 10 from the 48 of Massey. It's the same play they just scored on, the fake jet sweep, and Credit pulls it back and takes it across the 45 to the 44.
That play as he did before.
A 4-yard gain, 2nd and 6.
If he'd have held it like he didn't have the ball, let him
go
with Dylan. Then he could have I think made some yardage on that play.
Like the way Brian Greasy used to fake it, right?
You don't even know Brian Greasy.
Yes,
You're
I
too
do.
young.
Brian Greasy led Michigan to their national championship in '97.
Oh no, wait a minute. You're talking Michigan.
There's the snap and the handoff. This one to Marlon Frisco. He takes it out across the 40-yard line. We're going to have a 3rd down and 3 upcoming for Wilmington. Very third and manageable. Under 3.5 minutes to go in the third quarter of play. We're all knotted up at 21-21.
If you notice when we're talking about Ohio State and Michigan on these plays, Ohio State's talking the last several years, and the Michigan is back in '97. So
Michigan's got more national championships than Ohio State.
All right, boys.
Takes the snap. There goes Marlon Frisco. He's going to take it to Pater. Touchdown, Marlon Frisco. Touchdown, baby. And Wilmington has reclaimed the lead. Marlon Frisco to Pater for 40 yards on that run. The big play for Wilmington has shown up here in the second half. Wilmington has scored on long plays all game long. 90-yard kickoff, 50-yard pass, 46-yard run, and now a 40-yard run. Henry into a tip to PAT. The snap's down. The kick is up. We got a 28-21 Wilmington lead with 2:59 left to go in the third quarter of play. 14 unanswered points scored by Wilmington. to open up the second half after Massie drove down the field and took the lead. Wilmington reclaims it as you're listening to Week 9 high school football game of the week action on campusnation.com. The sports animal, your home for high school and college sports and Alumni Field, is now rocking. Just listening to the crowd. Toonen and Boyd again back to receive a kickoff. Watch another onside kick here from Brady Henry. Wilmington would love to get another onside kick and go up 2 scores. Here we go. Henry's kickoff after the touchdown. There's the kick. It's a squib. It takes a high bounce. Wilmington! Oh! And that's going to go out of bounds.
That's right. That was a live ball.
I believe that was that touched by a Massie player before it went out of bounds? Because if it is, that's where the ball's spotted.
No flag, so I'm saying they're going to mark it right where it went out. Yes.
Yep. So the ball went out of bounds, touched by a Massie player on the bounce is when it was touched.
Right.
So Massie's going to have it 1st and 10 on their own 24 with 2:55 to go in the third.
That's a penalty. Make it the ball.
Now that momentum has shifted back over to the home side. Let's see if the defense can make a stand. Option formation. Fentress under center with 1 receiver on each side. Wolf goes in motion. Straight handoff to Hunt up the middle. And Hunt will gain 5 out to the 29-yard line. 2nd and 5 upcoming for the Falcons.
For the Hurricane, Brett Bell.
That's what key. What I'm seeing from Massie is that's how they do it from 5 yards, 10 yards, 5 yards. If Wilmington can get the lead from them to where they got to score quickly.
Toonen goes in motion, and Toonen's going to get the pitch over here on the right side, cuts it up. He's got a 1st down out to the Massie 38-yard line. 1st down. Brady McCune on the tackle. 1st and 10 on the Massie 39-yard line. 2:10 and counting left to go in the third. Wilmington 28, Clinton-Massie 21.
Let's get another takeaway here.
Option set again. Wolf goes in motion. It's going to be a counter play to Toonen, who's got Green ahead of him. He breaks the tackle from Stewart, and Dylan Bogart chases him down from behind across the 35 to the 33 of Wilmington. Another big play and another 1st down.
Right, it did look like he was trying to come from behind and knock the ball out.
1st and 10 for the Falcons. Under 2 minutes to go in the third. Option set, 1 receiver each side. Fentress under center. Wolf goes in motion. This one is going to go to Hunt, and he's stuffed at the line of scrimmage. No gain. 2nd down and 10. Wilmington was ready for the counter play that time.
Good play by the Wilmington defense.
90 seconds and counting to go in the third quarter, and Wilmington has scored 14 unanswered. It's 28-21, Hurricane in the lead, but the Falcons are driving again. They've got it 2nd and 10 from the 33. 1 receiver far side left, 1 near side right. Option again. Wolf goes in motion. Wolf's going to get the pitch, cuts it up, and he's going to be stopped just across the 30 to the 29. A big 3rd down coming up for the Falcons. That's a gain of 4 yards. 3rd and 6. Big 3rd down for this Wilmington defense right now. They need a stop.
This is probably one of the biggest 3rd down plays right here because I can't see Massie attempting to go for it if they get stuffed here.
3rd and 6. Falcons come out. 1 receiver, far side left, 1 near side right. They're in the option again. Fentress under center. Takes it. He'll hand it off to Hunt, who's stuffed. He dove forward, though, and he got an extra yard or 2. But it's still going to be 4th and 4 upcoming for Massie. You know they are more than likely going to go for it. So this is a big 4th down now for the Hurricane to try to get their offense the ball back. That might be the last play of the third quarter, though. Nope, they're going to try to get one off here.
Big
Pistol
play.
formation, one receiver near side right, two far side left. Fittress takes the snap, fires, intercepted! It's intercepted by Brad Keller! Intercepted, baby! Woohoo! Brad Keller intercepts it to end the third quarter, and Wilmington will have possession to begin the third quarter. The fourth quarter coming up, ladies and gentlemen. Put your fours up. Wilmington 28, Clinton-Massie 21 as we go in to the fourth quarter. That is the third turnover of the ball game by the Falcons. Wilmington, when you're a +2 in the turnover ratio, your chances of winning grow exponentially.
Now, this team is higher than a kite. These fans are higher than a kite. So all I can tell you right now is this is going to be one heck of a fourth quarter here between these two powerhouses.
Just keep running on the ground. Yeah, I would start eating some top. Yeah, you don't let it get into a game.
And of course,
my voice is going to be gone.
as Wilmington's hometown broadcast crew, I'm ready to do some extracurricular activity in the playoff season.
Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Wilmington's offense, after the interception to end the third quarter, which was huge, now has the ball 1st and 10 on their own 21, going left to right to begin our fourth and final stanza. 4 wide receivers, 2 on each side. Pistol formation for Credit. Frisco behind him. Frisco gets the carry on first down. There goes Butler. Frisco, one man to beat, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30. Wow! Frisco all the way down to the Massie 26-yard line. First down, Hurricane.
Massie is on their heels. Their defense, they're stunned.
Massie has lost all momentum in this ball game.
They cannot believe what's going on.
4 wide. They're going hurry up here. 1st and 10 from the Massie 26-yard line. Pistol formation for Matt Credit. Frisco will be behind him. 2 receivers on each side. Credit awaiting the snap on first down. Hard count. Now looks over to the sideline for a change of signal. Credit gets the signal in. Now he's awaiting the snap. Takes the snap, drops back to pass. Credit has Brady McCoon. He got it to him. Oh no, he dropped it. That was the same play they ran on that 50-yard touchdown, their second touchdown of the game. And McCoon was one-on-one on the outside. He couldn't bring it in. 2nd down and 10.
Right, that was a great play.
They're going quick, getting them on the line so Massie can't make changes, and then setting and letting the clock tick off.
Right, they still want to run that clock.
Right.
Receivers switch side. We got 2 receivers far side left, 2 near side right. Pistol formation for Credit. Frisco behind him, who gets the carry. I believe I saw a penalty flag, and I did. Penalty flag came in from the umpire. It's going to be a hold against the Hurricane.
All right, so it's going to come back 10 yards.
Making a stop for Clinton-Massie, number 5, Cole O'Brien.
Wilmington does not want to shoot themselves in the foot here. They want to take this ball in. They need to take this ball in and go up by 2 scores.
They can keep it in field goal range, their kicker can still score. And if they can get this down towards a measurable 4th down towards, okay, they don't want to go for it, but they can kick for it, that'll still make it 2 scores on Massie. And that
2nd and long. Credit. Oh, it's a horse collar. There it is. Credit. They were running the fake jet sweep again. Credit kept it, and he brought down by the horse collar.
That'll be a first down.
Automatic first down for the Hurricane.
You literally picked him up and threw him down by the horse.
15-yard penalty, automatic first down. Wilmington back into the red zone at the 18-yard line. First down and 10.
I think our video is going to get some views this week.
I'll tell you who will watch it the most will be Scott Kellen. Those people will be watching the video thinking, who's this crazy guy going absolutely insane? Officials are now talking on the far sideline. I think McSurley didn't like the call, but it was clearly a horse collar.
Here's the thing, McSurley disagrees with the call, but I mean, how can you?
Yeah, he's hot over there.
He grabbed his hard and literally took him off his feet.
Yeah.
He literally picked up.
Yeah,
when you grab a player,
this was an obvious horse collar. There's no reason for the Massie coach to dispute it.
the rule is that if you grab a player from the back of his jersey, it's not a horse collar. But when you grab those shoulder pads and you pull it down from the neck, that is a horse collar. And that is exactly what happened.
I think if you're supposed to get this
Well, there's no instant replay as far as being able to change the call, so the call is the call.
Kellen wants an explanation as to what's going on. It should have been an automatic first down. A personal foul is an automatic first down, no matter what it is.
Oh, yeah, that's what
You got to know the rules, man.
Wayne has defeated the Beavers 48-0.
Woo! That's not a shocker. Wayne ranked no, they're not. Colerain's ranked number one.
Right, but Wayne is going to be a formidable team to play.
It's going to be 15 yards. So now instead of being an automatic first down, it's 2nd and 3 for Wilmington. The ball is on the 17. Trips out to the far side left. One receiver near side right. Credit in the pistol. Frisco behind him. Credit takes the snap. Hands it off to Marlon Frisco, who's upended at the 15. And that is going to be a Hurricane first down. I guess it doesn't matter because you got a first down anyways.
All right, well, the main thing is we just want the clock to continue running.
The main thing is I want Wilmington to go up 14.
Well,
right. No, that's good.
For this, you go back to help Wilmington and give them an extra play to use more time on the clock.
Right.
4 wide. Receivers for Wilmington. Credits in the shotgun. Frisco was on his left, now moves to his right. Bogard going in motion. Fake jet sweep. Credit fumbled the snap, and he fell on it, luckily back at the 20-yard line. He's going to lose 5, but it was smart to fall on it there, and it's going to be 2nd and 15.
The play was going to Bogard, and he was trying to get it to Bogard before he handed the ball or received the ball.
Yeah, they don't want to get too anxious.
If he would have tossed it to him, that's considered a forward pass, and it would have been incomplete. 4 wide again, pistol formation for Credit with Frisco behind him on 2nd and 15. Showing blitz of the Falcons. They are blitzing. Frisco on the run. He gets it across the 20 to the 18. Just picks up 2, and we got a 3rd and 13 upcoming for the Hurricane. Under 10 minutes to play in regulation.
Right here, Wilmington knows they've got a kicker that can kick a field goal. They're right in the middle of the field.
But he's missed one already today.
He's missed one, but I think they have confidence in him saying, we're going to stay conservative. We're going to stay in the middle field. If we don't get the first down, we'll go up 3 more points and make 2 scores for Massie to come back.
That's a good point.
4 wide receivers for Wilmington, 2 on each side. Credit in the pistol formation. Frisco behind him, 3rd and 13. Credit takes the snap. Play action, rolling to his left. Looking downfield for Stewart. He throws it up for him. Jump ball. He caught it. Cameron Stewart caught it. No, they're saying he's out of bounds. I'm telling you what, though, that defender was all over him.
Right.
If he didn't drop the ball, he caught it with the foot inside. I think both feet fell out of bounds. So if he still had the ball,
He needs 1 foot in, and he must maintain possession throughout the catch.
He didn't maintain possession.
So the pass is incomplete. We'll have 4th and 13, and we are going to bring out.
So what are we doing? We're going to go for
Brady Henry's going to come out to kick it. Henry missed a 33-yarder earlier. This one is going to be longer. This one is from 35. The ball will be placed at the 25. Correction, this will be a 36-yarder, nearly dead middle of the field. Credits to Holder. Henry's the kicker. This to make it a 2-possession game. Snaps down. Kick by Henry is up. It's long enough, and it's good. No, he missed it. He missed it. Man, I thought he had that one.
Well, the Falcons dodge a bullet.
9:12 left to go in regulation. Wilmington missed their second field goal of the game, but with 9:12 left to go in regulation, it's Wilmington 28, Clinton-Massie 21, as Wilmington has scored 14 unanswered points here in the second half. Massie trying to tie it, possibly go to overtime. Wilmington's defense needs a huge possession here, Rick. Two receivers, far side right, one near side left. Fentress is in the gun, tuning on his right. Now Boyd goes in motion from left to right. The snap is fumbled, but Fentress picks it up. He fires deep and incomplete. He was trying to hit Boyd on the far sideline, and he threw it out of bounds. Second down and 10.
On that pass play, if that came down in play, Wilmington had position on that ball.
You know what? Why would you go for it like a pass like that on first down? They must be in desperation mode here.
Well, they are. They're in shock. I mean,
but they have plenty of time.
How many games do you think they've been down in the fourth quarter in the past several years? Yeah.
Maybe a state championship game. Trips out to the far side right. No receivers over here on the left. Shotgun. Fentress takes the snap. He's rolling to his right. He fires. This one's completed on the far sideline to number 83, Boyd. He gets it to the 30. He may just still be short. It may be third and inches.
Hey, that's a very risky move.
Third down and a matter of...
They're going to call an official timeout for a measurement here.
It really makes you wonder.
Just so you know, Rick.
We got 9 minutes left. 9 minutes before Wilmington can claim an SCOL lead.
He's short. He is short by inches. A big third down, it looks like, will be coming up. They're going to bring the chains out and measure it from a different position on the field so the fans can see it and so can the coaches. Going to measure from the hash.
So is it going to be any shorter or any longer?
No, it's going to be short. He's short. He is short by the nose. Third and I'm going to say like 2 inches.
Yeah, you think Massie will go for it?
It's third down. Do you sneak it?
Well, they want the first down. That's the first thing.
They're going to line up in a wishbone formation. Sneak by Fentress, and he's going to have it just across the 30. First down for the Falcons at the 36 or 31-yard line.
Play results in a Falcons first down.
So I would
run on the official start.
I would say this is the drive because Massie does not want to turn the ball back to Wilmington without scoring.
Like Denver and Browns back in the 80s.
And Massie, remember, used a time up earlier as the half started.
Right.
Come back up one time.
That's
Two
right.
receivers near side left, one far side right, and the gun is Fentress. Now Boyd goes in motion. That's a fumble! And it's recovered by the Falcons, but he's going to lose 2 yards back at the 29.
Recovered by the Falcons.
That snap never even made it to Fentress's feet.
And the clock continues to run.
Yep, 2nd and 12. Massie's got 2 timeouts, 8:15 and counting.
Clock and not score.
That's why they're running pistol spread offense. One receiver far side right, 2 receivers near side left. Boyd going in motion. Fentress takes the snap, drops back the pass. Looking downfield, firing. That one is incomplete. The ball hit the ground. Intended for number 40, Trey Utrecht.
No, if they try on a fourth down with this location, they would be turning it over.
They could still punt on 4th down with plenty of time left.
Right.
3rd and 12. They need to get it to their own 41 to pick up a first down. They're at the 29. The crowd is on their feet.
Towels are waving.
Down.
Those terrible towels, the hurricane towels.
Getting the play in from the sideline is Massie. They break the huddle. Fentress comes out in a gun. One receiver each side. And the play clock was running down. Massie had to get the play off. That is their second timeout with 7:55 to go in regulation. We'll have 3rd and 12 after the timeout. You're listening to Week 9 High School Football Game of the Week action only on CampusNation.com, the sports animal, your home for high school and college sports. Don't forget the video of this historic football game. This instant classic will be up, available tomorrow.
And we want to thank Bogart's Southern Barbecue for bringing Hurricane football. Tell Marty how much you appreciate him sponsoring Campus Nation and Wilmington Hurricane football.
With the timeout that Clinton-Massie did right at the beginning of the second half, now calling this one, if Wilmington gets the ball back, they've only got one timeout to stop the clock to give them time to get the ball back, and this could really hurt them.
Yeah, and Massie is primarily a running team. They're not going to be passing a lot.
They're going to have to now. 3rd and 12.
All right, this is a key play right here.
One receiver on each side, a slot man down here by the tight end. He goes in motion as Utrecht. Shotgun, Fentress takes it, jots back, under heavy pressure, pulls it down, still looking, fires, incomplete. Brady McCoon got a hand on it as the pass was intended for Trey Utrecht, and now Massie's got a punt.
Well, they have to punt. I cannot imagine they would try to go for it.
Wilmington, with a win today, would move into first place outright in the SCOL, would be one game away from an outright SCOL championship.
So if they punt, the main thing they got to be careful of, Wilmington has got to be careful of a trick play.
Here goes the punt on 4th and 11. Bogart back to receive it. There's the punt. It's a nice end-over-end punt. Bogart will back up, let it bounce. Takes a Wilmington bounce, and it'll be down at the 40-yard line where it was touched. So Wilmington's got 7:36, 2 timeouts. Massie's got 1 timeout, down by a possession. Wilmington definitely wants to make it a 2-possession game here, but you got to play smart. You got to have good clock management to be able to give Massie the ball back if you have to with as little time possible.
Yeah, and they don't want to give it back. They want to end up running this ball, whether they score or not, and finishing the game out.
Wilmington technically does not have to score if they can chew up a lot of time off this clock.
Matt Credit leading his soldiers out onto the field. We'll have 4 wide receivers, shotgun formation. Frisco lined up on the right side of Credit. Bogart coming in motion from the slot. There's the fake jet sweep, and Credit pulls it, and he'll gain 3 yards out to the 43-yard line. 2nd down and 8 upcoming for the Hurricane. He just got it. I hope it's going to be 2nd and 7. They are going to mark it at the 43.
They faked it so much, they've got to get to Bogart to make that fake.
4 wide, pistol formation for Credit. Frisco behind him, 2nd and 7. Takes the snap, turns around, hands it off to Marlon Frisco, gets it out to the 45. They'll mark forward progress across the 45 to the 46. We'll have 3rd and 5 upcoming for Wilmington. Big 3rd down. You need to run some more clock off here because, you don't pick up a 1st down, you got to give the ball back.
Yeah, they need a 1st down, and obviously they're going to have to punt if they don't make this 3rd down play.
You know what? This defense for Wilmington, they've been on the field a long time tonight, but you know what? They have stepped up when they've needed to step up, and that's the reason why Wilmington is still in the lead. They're going to take a timeout, and with 6:27 to go, Wilmington's got 1 left, and so does Massie.
That was a good timeout for Wilmington.
6 minutes, 27 seconds left to go in regulation as the Wilmington Hurricane looking to shock the world as they have the lead 28-21 over the Clinton-Massie Falcons here this evening.
This is the kind of game that Massie was in with Chillicothe last year, and it went right down to the wire. Now, obviously, this is a nail-biter because I'll tell you what, these Wilmington fans, they have never been this close to beating their crosstown rival, and they are all very anxious.
I got to tell you what, Scott Kellen has had his kids ready to play for the last 2 years. Last year, he even said that was a great atmosphere for a football game. until they kick the ball off. This year, it was a great atmosphere for a football game, but it's been that way the entire game.
It's been a fantastic game.
Here we go. 4 wide receivers, shotgun formation for Matt Credit. Frisco on his left side. Bogard now going in motion. Fakes. And Credit's got a first down as he dives out across midfield to the Massey 49-yard line. A gain of 7. First down, Hurricane.
And the clock continues to run.
It will run once the chains are set.
Play results and a Hurricanes first down.
Matt's hurt. Matt is really hurt. He took a shot.
So we think Bogart will go to the Wildcat?
Bogart will go into quarterback. I'll tell you that now.
Yeah. And that's
He knows
not a
the
bad thing
offense.
either. That's not a bad thing either.
And that's where it'll probably be next season.
That's right. Word has that they've been thinking quarterback in waiting, Dylan Bogart.
Miami East is leading Troy Christian 41-17 to start the fourth quarter. That score coming from my dad. Credit does walk off.
Senior year, the big game, he wants that game.
I'm telling you, this kid is tough. He has taken so many shots all game long, shot after shot after shot after shot, and he continues to get up. He continues to impress. He at least has to sit out for one play. Now the clock's going to run. It's 1st and 10 as Wilmington is in Massey territory at the 49. And Bogard is going to come out at quarterback.
As we thought, maybe
spread the field with 5 wide. Stewart's lined up in kind of a running back position right above the tight end. Bogard's going to keep it.
25, Dylan Bogart to the Hurricanes.
Bogart, I'd run him.
No gain.
Or people to fake the step, pull him in, and then take the perimeter with his speed.
Yeah, Dylan has the speed.
Coming back out on the field, Rick.
Well, here comes Matt.
2nd down and 10 after the no gain. Wilmington is just under 5.5 minutes until they shock the world. 5 wide. Credit in the gun. Bogart now going in motion. They fake it. Credit keeps it. He's driving his feet down to the 45. 3rd and 6 upcoming for the Hurricane. The clock, again, continuing to run. Massey's can stop at one time. Wilmington has 1 timeout.
I think Massey wants to try to hang on to that timeout in the event that they are going to put together a last-minute drive to tie the game up.
25 seconds clock start at 5:07. Wilmington can take it down to 4:42. Bogart goes in motion this time. It's another fake. Credit keeps it. Gets it across the 45. He's going to be short of a first down as he only gets it to the 48-yard line.
I don't know.
4th and 4.
Do you want to try to back him up?
Making the stop,
Or do you want to
Thomas
take a chance to
Williams
get 4 more down?
for Clinton-Massie.
A little closer.
Well, here's what you can do. You can run the clock down. You can take a delay of game penalty, or you can call timeout with 1 second on the play clock. You can pin him deep with a punt from Credit because you know he's got the leg. You know Massey's probably going to – you could punt this thing, angle it out of bounds. That's what I would do.
Yeah, there's any number of scenarios here.
To receive the punt is Thomas
Act like he's
Williams
going to
for the
punt it, take
Falcons.
off running.
That's true.
Credit will punt this one away to
He doesn't want to get Massey a short field, so I look for a real touch.
Timeout, Wilmington.
We got a timeout for Wilmington.
Kellen used his last timeout with like 2 seconds left on the play clock. 4:01 left in regulation. Massey's got 1 timeout now. Wilmington is probably going to punt.
Updating the scores as we had them.
You want a good snap. You don't want anything to happen like what happened to my Wolverines last week. I'll talk about it.
What happened to your
I
Wolverines?
don't want to talk about that. But you want to get a clean snap if you're going to punt it. Now, here's another question. Massey's going to think they're going to punt, right?
Right.
Why don't you put Bogard, sneak him in there as an up man? I'm sure he already is an up man. Just snap it to him and let him take it on the outside.
But
You've got 4 yards to go.
Knowing Massey, their coach has been through this enough. He's telling his guys right now, watch for the fake.
He's going to send the house because he's got all 10 guys up on the line, 1 back.
Well, if they were going to send the house, that's the time to do a sneak.
Now, wait. Because Wilmington, you need to stay off the punter here too if you're Massie, because you hit this punter.
You don't want a penalty.
First down. There's the punt from Credit. He angles it out of bounds. Not a very good punt. We'll see where this official starts.
20.
He's walking. He's at
25.
the 25, 26, 28-yard line. Good call, Rick. So Massie gets it, 3:54, one timeout, 28-yard line. That's 72 yards.
So do we call this the drive? This is what they need.
They have to score on this drive to send it to overtime, and you got to make the extra point.
Well, that's true. There are a lot of scenarios here. Wilmington needs a takeaway. That's what they need.
Shotgun for Fentress, trips out to the left side, takes the snap. He's rolling out to his right, looking. Now he's got to pull it down and run because no one was open. He takes it out across the 35 to the 37-yard line. A nice run on first down.
Right.
Wilmington playing it safe was putting so many guys back, so they didn't have a breakaway that nobody was pressuring the quarterback. That's why he was able to just tuck it and make a lot of yardage off of it.
Now, there's an injured player down for Massie. I believe that's Hunt. It'll be 2nd and 2 after the injury timeout.
Yeah, Wilmington doesn't want Massie to get behind them. That's the main thing. So they want to keep Massie in front of them. They may give up a little more yardage than they normally would, but they want Massie to have to drive the field to tie it.
A lot of thinking going on in both huddles at this point. It's like, what do we play? Massie doesn't want to really put the ball in the air, take a chance of an interception. Wilmington doesn't want to give up a lot of yardage and let them just get momentum and driving down the field.
The thing is, though, with the passing, you have to, at this point in the game, with 3.5 minutes left, because Wilmington is, they're going to stop your run. Even if you run the counter, Kellen's going to have his defense looking for a counter if they're going to line up in their wishbone. If they line up in a shotgun, you got good coverage downfield. You put a spy on that quarterback. Let him gain 5 yards. Go for it. Keep him in bounds, though.
Right. Yeah, you don't want him to get out of bounds.
I think he's sitting up now down on the field is Hunt, and he's going to be walking off with some help. Looks like he hurt his leg down there.
He can run this ball, get a first down, stop the clock with a first down, and then come back in and go back to their passing game again.
All right, 3:38. The clock will run, I believe, on the ready because I don't think he got out of bounds. Gain of 9 on first down for Fentress. 2nd and 1. He's in a gun, trips out near side left. Fentress takes the snap, hands it off to Tunin, who's got a first down and more. He's still going down the sideline to 40, and he's shoved out of bounds at the 29-yard line. Big run by Tunin up the middle.
And stop the clock. Stop the clock. I'm not sure if he went out, but stop the clock was the first down. I couldn't tell from here if he went out. It looks like he shoved him down. He may have been in bounds, so we'll see if they start the clock up at the ready or not.
29-yard line, 1st and 10. Big run by Davey Tunin. Nope, he got out of bounds.
Massie's going to have to be careful. They score too soon, and they leave time on the clock for Wilmington to come down and either kick a field goal or score a touchdown.
Trips out to the left side. Shotgun formation for Fentress. Takes the snap. Looks. Finds a screen pass that's completed to number 2, Luke Richardson. And there's a penalty flag down. Face mask?
It's possible.
Or is it a chop block?
Massie's going backwards.
Nope, that's a block in the back. Block in the back against Massie. We've seen all game long when Massie gets down into the red zone, deep into Wilmington territory, penalties have hurt them. So that's going to back them up 10, back to the Wilmington 35, where it'll be 1st and about 16. Interception.
Okay, and Massie's had a couple.
Three turnovers for Massie. One
Trips
turnover.
out to the right side. Fentress in the gun on 1st and 16. Takes the snap. Rolling out to his right. Gets rid of it just in time as Boyd. Jump ball. Boyd caught it. Touchdown, Massie. Wow, that was a jump ball. And Fentress threw it to the right shoulder, on the inside shoulder. Got it right to Boyd, and now they're an extra point away from tying.
Boyd did an excellent job of keeping the defender behind him. It was like basketball. He was boxing him out behind him, kept him behind him on his back, and was able to make the catch.
Lining up like they're going to go for 2.
Now, I can't seriously believe they do that.
A lot of teams do.
I mean, I can't seriously believe they would attempt 2 points.
Massey's going to use their last time out. That's their last time out. I think Massey might be wanting to just say, hey, little brother.
You're on the road. You're at the other team. It's like in baseball. If you're on the road, you go for the win. If you're at home, you sit back for the extra innings. In football, same thing. If you're on the road against a good opponent, sometimes let's end it right here. And Wilmington can strike quick.
Wilmington
still has plenty of time to come down.
2:57.
I cannot believe Massey will try risking 2 points, because if they would miss that, then Wilmington's just going to kill the clock.
Here is a big PAT. This to tie it. If he misses it, Wilmington's still got a 1-point lead. Demmer in to attempt the PAT. Fentress is the holder. The snap is down. The kick is a fake. It's a fake. And they got it. It's a 2-point conversion as Fentress threw it to Utrecht. And now Massey takes a 29-28 lead. 2:57 left. And this crowd is stunned over here on the Wilmington side.
Clinton-Massie 29, Wilmington 28.
So now Massey will kick it off. I don't think either team's got any timeouts left. 2:57. You have plenty of time, and all you need is 3 points. But your kickers missed 2 field goals today. The good thing is, no matter where you are in the field, Massey cannot ice your kicker.
No, that's true. They have no timeouts. So this is a big kickoff right here.
And Dylan Bogard and number 11, Marlon Frisco back. It's going to be a squib. Wilmington needs to take it. He's at the 40. Hold on to that football, young man. And he's brought down at the 39 with 2:53 left to go in the ball game. Wilmington down just 1 measly point, 29-28.
Well, shades of the Vandalia Butler game. As you recall, Wilmington was down and they were driving when their drive stalled and they lost that game. This is going to be the drive.
And Massey's got 3 turnovers. Wilmington with just 1. Credit leads the troops out on the field. 2 receivers, far side left, 2 near side right. In the gun is Credit. They have plenty of time. Takes the snap. This time he fakes it to Bogard and runs himself. He gets it out across the 40 to the 42-yard line for a gain of 3. Second and 7. This crowd, I don't think anybody over here is sitting down unless they're handicapped and in a wheelchair. Bogard going in motion this time. Play action, drops back the pass. Credit gets rid of it. Oh, man, incomplete. Cameron Stewart had it in his hands, but good coverage by Williams. 3rd down.
Well, these next 2 downs are going to determine who comes out the winner in this game.
3rd and 7. If I was Wilmington, I would try to get at least 6 yards or 7 yards of this, Make it easier on 4th down. 4 wide, pistol formation. Credit to take the snap. Looks over to the sideline. Has to snap it here quick.
What are they waiting on?
Gets the snap. Credit to pass. firing. It's completed to Bogart. First down, Hurricane, and he's slung out of bounds at the 49-yard line of Massie. That's another Wilmington first down.
Uh-oh, flag.
And that's going to be roughing. I think credit was hit after the pass. Nope, it's a hold against Wilmington. Man, that hurts.
That was a rough one. And they missed that. That is. I don't know how they can have the refs are actually just. That's a big job. The refs are actually determining the ball game.
So now it's 3rd and long. The ball is all the way back at the Wilmington 23. They need to get it to the Wilmington 49.
Well, they need to just pick up this in a couple chunks and not try to get it all right here.
You got 2 plays. 4 wide. And the gun is credit. Make sure you make a smart decision here. Bogart goes in motion. Fakes it. Credit. He's got blockers. Credit's got green. Breaks a tackle and gets out of bounds. And an extra. That's an automatic first down. Automatic first down. Light hit out of bounds. Kellen went nuts over there because that was a late hit. They got it right that time.
Yards without the penalty. He made a good job of gaining a lot of yardage back.
Yeah. Here we go.
All personal foul, late hit. Automatic first down. Wilmington into Massey territory at the 44, first down and 10. 2 minutes, 5 seconds to go in the ball game. 29-28, Clinton-Massie in the lead. They're going to line up with 4 wide receivers. Bogart in the slot over here on the right. Shotgun formation. Frisco on the left side of credit. Takes the snap. He fakes it. And he gets nothing on that play.
You got to give it to Bogart once to get him off a hit.
Right.
Under 2 minutes to play.
If he flips at the Bogart on that play, everybody's sitting back for credit. There would be nobody out there to watch Bogart's moves. He could have had a lot of yardage around the left side for him.
4 wide again. Shotgun formation. Frisco on the left side of credit. 2nd and 10. There goes Bogart in motion. This time they give it to him. Good call, Joe. And Bogart breaks a couple tackles en route to the Massey 37-yard line. 3rd and 4.
Fake calling works if you hand off to the other guy occasionally. If you never hand off to the other guy where there is no fake there.
Right.
They got to go here. 1:15. Clock still moving. 4 wide. Pistol formation. Credit takes the snap. Hands it to Frisco. And he gets it to the... He got a first down. That is a first down for Wilmington.
Mark, they haven't called it yet. There may be a measurement here. They've not called first down at this point.
It's 4th down. 4th and inches. The clock's going to start. They need to get on the ball. 60 seconds. This is the ball game. 4th and inches. Oh my goodness! The snap is over Credit's head. And Massey is going to escape.
I was just about to say, if Wilmington gets a first down and some more yardage with the clock in trouble, they could have came down to the kicker, saving them after missing 2, and then they snapped it over Credit's head.
Right.
Wow.
Well, the crowd here on the Wilmington side, they're stunned.
Yeah, they are in shock.
I'm going to beat the traffic, so you got it. Nice meeting you, Rick.
The crowd is absolutely stunned, and all Massey has to do is knee it. And Credit, man. Kellen hugs Credit as he comes over to the sideline.
And you can hear the chants of "We Are Massey," but they are Massey by 1 point. They know they were in a battle tonight.
Massey takes a knee. They'll need one more. You know what? That's what makes this a rivalry game. When you score a touchdown, you say, throw all the rules out the book. I'm going to go for 2 points, and that's what Massey did. Though.
Right. I got to say, McSorley really, he took a chance, and they...
I wonder if Kellen will shake his hand.
I don't know.
There's the ball game. Clinton-Massie escapes 29-28. Final scores, they improved to 8-1. Wilmington falls to 6-2.
7-2.
7-2, yes.
Right. Well, it was right down to the last few seconds of the game. That errant, hike over Credit's head was the determining factor in whether Wilmington had an opportunity to go ahead in this game. So,
Man, that was a crazy football game. I don't think you're ever going to see a game as good as that in a very long time. Wilmington only trailed twice in this ball game. They trailed at the beginning of the third quarter, then they scored 14 unanswered. Massie did come back, and they scored that touchdown with 3 minutes left to go. Ended up, going for 2 points, which is why, again, this is a rivalry game. There's an old saying that Woody Hayes said when Michigan was playing Ohio State one year, and Woody went for 2. And when Woody was asked why he went for 2 points, he said, because I couldn't go for 3. I wonder if McSorley would say the exact same thing about that. Right there.
Well, the important thing to remember is you heard the live audio. You will be able to see the live video tomorrow only on campusnation.com, the sports animal. You will see this fantastic, fantastic football game tomorrow in all its glory on the campusnation.com website.
Rick, this is a heartbreaking loss for not only the entire Wilmington staff, but for their seniors. Their seniors went out there today, and they played all 4 quarters. And I will say that this Wilmington team, no matter if they get in or they don't get into the playoffs, you know what? This is a playoff-worthy team. You held, defending state champions to 29 points, and you lost 1 point to the best team in the SCOL.
Right, yeah, although they're not defending from last year.
No, a team who's won state championships. I think were they runner-up last year? They lose in the semis.
No, I think they lost in the semis. But, one thing that I would say is when you look at the SCOL, Massie has been absolutely dominant. They found tonight that Wilmington is here to stay. This is not any fluke. Wilmington can play football with Massie. And, you take last year when Wilmington was blown out at Massie, you take this game where Massie just escaped by the skin of their teeth, and next year you're going to see, another great game like this, I'm
Rick,
sure.
I remember you saying,
Please direct your attention down your midfield.
I remember you saying last year that it's going to take at least 2 years for Wilmington to be able to hang with Massie. Last year, they didn't hang with them. You're about a year late on your prediction from last year because Wilmington, in 1 year's time, after falling 49-7 last year with virtually the same team, came out here and lost by 1 point and gave Massie. Massie gave up 28 points tonight. All right, that's the first time Massie has gave up more than 7 points since the second week of the season when they lost to Steubenville.
Yeah, and the key here is, next year we're going to see sort of a reloading because obviously we're gonna see Fentress is going to be graduating, Credit is going to be graduating,
Tunin will be graduating,
right? So Massie may have a completely different makeup in their team, and Wilmington has some star seniors that they're going to be losing this year. But any way you look at it, the coaching squad, the football team, they have nothing, absolutely nothing, as far as to be disappointed about. This was an absolute fantastic football game.
You know what's bad is that a team had to lose, because I'm telling you what, nobody should have had to lose this ball game. It was such an amazing football game from kickoff to final whistle. Wilmington started the game out with a 90-yard kickoff return and looking over to the sideline basically of Massie and saying, we're here. where are you? Punching them straight into the mouth. Then Massie answered and said, well, we're here too to make it 7-7. But then Wilmington would end up scoring, and it was 14-14 at halftime. You come out in the second half, Massie has a long drive to make it 21-14, but then Wilmington, using the smarts, they score on long runs, get an onside kick, they score again, make it 28-21, and then Massie with a gutsy call after they score to go for 2 points, and Trey Utrecht caught the ball from Hunter Fentress, who was the holder. And you know what? A lot of things could have went wrong on an extra point if they kicked it. I mean, the snap could have been bobbled, the kick could have been wide, the kick could have been blocked. Maybe that's why they did it. We'll never know why they went for 2 because we won't get a chance to interview McSorley. I'm pretty certain of that.
No, he might come up, though, for an interview with Buckeye Country. Maybe we can snag him.
But you know what? This was a great football game. Like I said, it sucks that any team had to lose. It really is, because both of these two teams, they fought from whistle to whistle. There was hard hitting. It was what we expected. I don't think we expected it to be this close.
The Alder Knights, someone from the Alder Knights for life, they wanted to know how much time was left. They were praying that Wilmington would pull this upset because Alder plays Massie and has been eliminated by Massie a couple years in a row in the playoffs.
This is our last broadcast from Alumni Field this season. Next week we'll be in Chillicothe to see the Wilmington Hurricanes try to cap off an 8-2 season, as they're 7-2 now. They got a tough game next week, so you can't really let this one dawn on you too long.
No, you got to maintain your focus. You've got to remember that, once again, if they finish 8-2 as they did last year, all you can wait for is the computer rankings and to see how the chips fall. But, like I said, there is nothing for either team to be ashamed of. This was one of the best football games, as far as high school football games, that I have seen in many, many games. You saw a thriller last week when you did the Beaver Creek Centerville.
This one beats the Centerville game I did last week by far. That's why I'm here. That's why we're here, because we do the best games. We cover Wilmington, and that by far is the best game I have seen in many years. I will rewatch this game over and over again once the video is posted.
Where are you going to find the video at?
The video is going to be on our website, campusnation.com.
Only on Campus Nation can you find this video.
The only broadcast team in this booth that has a camera right now is us.
Right.
Well, Rick, again, final score, Massie 29, Wilmington 28. Any final thoughts before we go off the air?
Well, just want to remind people that tomorrow at 1:15 we will be at Wilmington College doing this all over again when the number 1 team in Division III football, the Mount Union Purple Raiders, will come into Wilmington to play the Fightin' Quakers. And once again, tomorrow at 1:15 is our pregame, with the games to follow at 1:15. Hopefully, if it rains, I will. 1:30. Hopefully, if it rains, I will not fall down as I have in some other occasion of rain.
Exactly. Well, again, our final score this evening was Wilmington 28, Clinton-Massie 29. Wilmington falling to 7-2. Massie improving to 8-1, where they'll take on the East Clinton Astros next week. Wilmington travels to Chillicothe to take on the Cavaliers to end their football season and trying to go 8-2 for the second straight year in a row. And
we'll be there to cover it.
Yeah, I mean, right now, Wilmington would need a miracle, I would say, to get into the playoffs. But crazier things have happened. Obviously, this game itself was crazy enough. I'm going to go home and drink some tea and honey just so I can keep my voice, ready for tomorrow. Take a shot of whiskey or two.
Put a little robe on with something around your neck. But anyway, I guess that's the ball game. 29-28, Massie prevails.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. For AJ Ganger, that was Rick Phillips, and Rachel Hargrave was on our video. Check out our site tomorrow afternoon for the Wilmington Quaker game as they take on the number 1 team in the land, and be on the lookout for the Clinton-Massie and Wilmington Hurricane game from tonight video. For all of us here at CampusNation.com, the sports animal, we want to thank Bogart's Barbecue one more time for our sponsorship. Go check them out at 975 South Street here at Wilmington, Ohio. Again, I'm AJ Ganger, Rick Phillips, Rachel Hargrave saying good night, and Rick,
go Kane!